on him.
So I just hit the live button. There you go, Joe. Junior. You've been doing this too long, Junior. You about to be fired.
I was about to add my
And we got
Instagram.
new people here too. You gonna have me fire you in front of new people, Junior? That's
Roll
crazy.
the intro, boys. We live.
See, boom, and they go Coach She right there in the building on time. We ain't even gotta worry about it. Hello, sir.
Are you rolling the intro, or are we just kicking it off?
Oh, my bad.
Come on. How important do you think 7-on-7 is to you, from your point of view?
I think it's more for the offense side of the ball.
Right, and that's how you want to keep it into that system where they know that at some point I want to be the star at Eastside. I want to be the star at
Your head coach does it for you. I feel you're just spending extra money for a recruit.
Hey, can I piggyback off that real quick?
Yeah, definitely. Once again, we are back. Another segment of Coach's Corner. As you guys can see, the panel is loaded tonight, so you don't want to miss out on this one, okay? I got a real jam-packed show with some of the greatest people that you could have on the show with, you understand? But you already know who I am, Donald Massey, the head of Driven Minds, and also your host of Coach's Corner. As you know, I like to spin it around, let everybody introduce themselves. So first up, let's see. Let me get my engineer, the best engineer in the world. Go on first, champ.
I'm just a guy with a name. That's it. Nobody in particular. No, I am the CEO, host, Sam Sports Multimedia Network. We do shows all week long. Any topic, sports, relationship, religion, politics, whatever we got. If you want to do a podcast, hit me up. We can talk about it. We do all the background work, so you just sit there and talk.
Like I said, you can't beat that. That's my guy right there. He makes sure he gets it done the right way. Also, the reason why I even know that guy, want to get my other homie on here, Big June.
What's going on? What's going on, man? Thanks for having me, man. June Pierre, one half of Off the Top Sports, part of the best sports show on internet radio today. It was truly Off the Top Sports, man. So we here, man. We just love to talk high school football. We talk college and pro, but I'm here for high school football tonight, so let's talk about it.
Hey, man, and it's lit tonight. It's lit tonight.
Yeah.
Just in case you guys get out of line, I got to get my man Mike D. Throw the flag on them if they get out of line, baby. Go ahead.
There we go. Got the flag. No, he didn't go get the flag.
Yeah, he had it on deck.
I got all the accoutrements right behind me. I haven't got my whistle here, so let's go. Mike D'Ambrosio here, guys. Mike D, the referee. I am from the Shore Conference chapter, Jersey Shore Football Association. I host a podcast called Whistle Talk, in which I'm talking about all things officiating, from coaches, college officials, to youth guys too. So I'm here to have some fun and to talk some football tonight, guys. Thank you for having me on again.
Already know, and listen, man, you got some time. Whistle Talk is the best spot to go and get you some good questions asked, especially if you're having some issues with the referees. You might want to tap in. You already know. But I can't forget my boy coming all the way from CT. Okay, you already know. And special big happy Veterans Day to you, my man, Big Dan.
Yes, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, Veterans Day week. I'm excited. What is it, tomorrow? I think. I don't know.
I know you get all the free drinks, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hey, I'm Daniel Chamberlain. By the way, my intro was almost as cool as Mike D's. Hold the whistle on them. You wrote that down, I bet. Daniel Chamberlain, I am a high school football coach in Northeast Oklahoma. I'm on a couple podcasts, the football coaching podcast with Joe Daniel and Coaching 101 podcast with Kenny Simpson, a couple of incredibly successful coaches across the nation. They just give me a chance to talk ball all the time. As you said, I'm a military guy, about 18 years last summer. So just trying to get that 20-year letter so I can, call it quit. I have Chamberlain Football Consulting where I help youth coaches, high school coaches, whatever. If you need help, you hit me up and we'll figure out what's wrong with your team or what you need to do to develop as a coach, whatever. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. Now,
Thank you,
I know
Daniel, for your
my
service,
guy
my
like
friend.
to pop in and out. You already know. Where's he at? One of the illest, realest guys that I know when it comes to this football training and defensive coordinating. My man from DePaul, Big Sheed, come through, baby.
What's going on? Coach Sheed here, defensive coordinator at DePaul Catholic High School in New Jersey. Also do positional training, receivers, DBs, sports performance at Pro Edge, also located in Wayne. Just here to have a good time.
As always, and if you're looking for somebody to fight, start the fire, it's probably be him. You already know. That's why I had to bring another homie, one of my good guys, 4Q Elite. Kill, let him know what you at, where you from. Talk to me.
What's up, fellas? Akil Daniels, founder of Fourth Quarter Elite. Training some of the best in the state. I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit right now. Coach Sheed done experienced one of my players, a young cat from Del Barton.
Mr. Farmer.
The Farmer.
So yeah, just here
Stirred up.
looking to talk about football.
He got me started, Dom. You see what happens, bro?
Okay.
You know
Y'all
what I'm
don't
saying?
get into it. Listen, I got company tonight. And we
All
got
right,
a
I'm
long
gonna just
night.
go get the rings, man. I don't
No,
I
we're
ain't
not
gonna do
getting
that.
no rings right now. Listen, we got a long night, and I got a special guest. My other one's going to come on later on tonight. Again, I'm not trying to take up too much of his time because he has a big week coming up, championship week. Please give it up for my mentor, my big homie right here, Coach Darnell Grant from West Orange. Talk to him, big.
Hey, what it do, fellas? Darnell Grant, head football coach, West Orange High School, formerly head football coach, Malcolm and Shabazz High School, formerly head football coach, Irvington High School. I've been around a while. Hey, good to be here, guys.
That's what I'm talking about. So, like I said, y'all, listen, I don't want to take up Coach Grant's time. I know he's got a real busy night ahead of him. We got to get the game plan set up for us. So, I'm going to shoot Coach Grant a couple of questions. If he don't mind sticking around, if you guys want to ask a couple of questions, that's cool. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm going to just, Coach Grant, if you mind, I'm going to kick it off to you early, all right? As you guys see, he's been at 3 programs. I remember I met him when he was coaching at Irvington, and the things that he was doing at Irvington was just magical. I mean, taking kids to camps, winning games, big games in a conference when we was younger, like we didn't beat certain teams like the Elizabeths and the Unions, and he was just started knocking them off, and from there he went down to Shabazz High School, and of course that's my home, Black and Gold. So when he went down, I kindly asked him, you mind if I get on the car? Because I think I'm good for this ride. I'm good for it, Coach. So he put me in the ride. We've been rocking and rolling ever since. Couple of titles out of there, and then next thing you know, said he want to go up 280. I asked, listen, I got a little bigger, but can I get in the car still? He said, you good with me, champ. So now he is in West Orange right now, again, successful championship on one end of the belt and shooting for number 2 this week, man. And I just got one question. I got 2, but the first one is crazy. Like, how 3 different locations, same results, just how? I don't even really have nothing much to say more than how.
Hey, man, I was blessed to have some really, really great players and also some fantastic, talented assistant coaches. But I think the biggest thing was that for us, it was always our system. So when you have a system in place, man, both your culture, your climate, your offense, your defense. So every year it's not reinventing the wheel, it's just refining. I've been lucky to have this.
Oh, we got a freeze.
Yeah, freeze.
Oh, man. And look, now y'all got
a little bit.
Is he back?
He back.
You froze up on us.
I'm sorry. Hey man, you know, I'm at that old technology, but I'm trying again. Again, though, like I said, I have a fantastic defensive coordinator doing me the whole way. So we've been just sharpening the sword for 24 years. And I just think it's been paying off, and I think the kids are benefiting.
Awesome. My last one, like I said, I told you I didn't want to keep you long. And the kill, I think this will help guys like yourself, you know, young brothers, you know, and some other young coaches that I know, Coach Nas and Coach Ali that normally tune into the show. You know, what like you saying, you got your best friend rocking with you, pushing you, you pushing him, you know, having a good staff around you, great kids. You know, what advice, you know, I know you done had some good, you done had some bad, you know, what advice would you give, you know, the younger you or the high school you?
You know, I would just tell, if I can go back and tell myself, I just say, man, let your work ethic and your ambitions, you have to match, right? If you want to be a great one, you want to be someone that's at the highest level, whatever you choose to do, you got to have that work ethic. A lot of times I think we spend too much time, you know, thinking you can do it next day, or thinking you can do it later, or spinning wheels and not really pushing. And you look up and now you wasted 2 years or 3 years. And sometimes when you have a little success early, some people sit back on their laurels and they forget how they got there. So for me, I would just have, like I said, my ambition and my work ethic have to match. If I want to be the greatest, whatever, greatest coach, greatest player, whatever, I need to have the greatest work ethic to go with it.
That's all I need, man. Like I said, and I hope some of my young guys are tuning in, understanding that, you know, got to have the work ethic, got to match, you know, got to make sure you got the right guys around you, like you heard him say. And then I'm quite sure, you know, what he does is, like I told you, college camps and stuff, that's a 12-month program what he's running right there, man. It's not nothing that's picked up in July and put down in November. So, you know, like I said, Coach, I salute you. Appreciate you for coming on. If anybody got something, I'm push the clock, or I'm gonna tell them to hang up. So y'all got a question to ask, better shoot it out now.
Not just yet.
No,
that'll work.
I was at the game the other night, man. You know, just a couple of questions I wanted to ask Coach Grant, man. How, you know, the first round game, it didn't look too good in the first half. You know, got out to a slow start against Linden, but y'all found a way to pull that one out in the fourth quarter where it counts. You know, how important was to get out to an early start against Piscataway on Friday, man? I was on the sideline, I felt the energy. It looked like you had the team ready for this one. So just tell me how important it was just to get out to that early start against Piscataway.
You know, like you say, we learned, right? So we learned. I got some guys who didn't understand that kids are playing for their careers, man. Coaches are coaching for the seasons. Everybody puts a lot of time into this stuff. So you got to bring it in the playoffs. You got to bring your A game from the time you step on the field until the final whistle blows. You got to bring it. So I think we kind of got hit in the mouth a little bit by Linden. We didn't think that they would be as good as they were, and then we kind of ride the ship. And this week the kids they understood. Coming out, there is no tomorrow. There is no, we'll do it again next week. It's now or never. So we jump out and we play fast. And sometimes too, styles make fights. So different teams, different challenges, things you have to adjust. And guys coach hard and give you good game plans. So sometimes it doesn't always go easy. It's not supposed to. The player's supposed to be the best of the best.
Nice. Another question, real quick. You know, you're dealing with an injury at the quarterback position and having a young the backup quarterback. I forgot his name. What's the backup quarterback?
Brandon
LeBlanc.
Just tell me about him. How he's been playing a big role, stepping up in that position, man. Because he's been making some plays out there lately. I think.
Like for us, man, it's all about development, right? And I'm the quarterback coach, and I coach all the quarterbacks from the freshman quarterback all the way up. So Brandon's been in our program for 3 years. He's been the JV quarterback for 2 years. Anybody that play a little bit, you know, that's a tough job, man. The blocking isn't always great, and sometimes guys make mistakes, so you are offended for yourself. You fighting that fight every Monday. So when he came out, I mean, for him, it's like, oh man, I mean, things are kind of happening on time. I can throw the ball. I don't got free bristles running at me. So I think him, but Brandon he's an old school man. He's an old school player, man. He's a gym rat, man. He's really, really honed his craft. He works really hard, and he really wants to be a good quarterback. And we're just lucky that he has that next man up mentality and he's ready to play.
All right.
Coach Grant, you guys are Group 5, correct?
Yes,
sir.
How many kids you guys have in your program right now?
About 127.
Damn.
That's great numbers.
Shit, I'm
They
lucky
got-
to get
they got
17. That motherfucker.
That's group 5 for you, BJ.
That's group 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's group 5. Right
But you know what though? In public school, right? In public school, I always felt that the team is more than just a sport. It's more than just what we do on the field. It's a culture in the building. It's a culture in our weight room. It's a culture in our community service exploits. So I think we try to build a program that boys want to be a part of. They want to be a part of. They want to get that mentoring, that nurturing that they may be missing. So a lot of guys gravitate towards. I mean, I got 127 guys on the team, and that's everybody's not a Division I football player. Everybody's not a college football player, but all these boys are locked in and loaded to what we're trying to do in our way of affecting our community.
Good stuff.
I got a question for you, cause you say it's that is group 5, right? You have 127 kids, but we've seen over the whole state that even the group 5 schools numbers have been decreasing pretty much really across the board. How do you maintain those numbers?
So I really, when I came to West Orange, one of my biggest things was trying to work with my feeder program, right? So we have the West Orange Mustangs, which is a long story PAL football program, and if you build your lower levels, you're going to have guys. We're getting like between 25 and 30 kids every year coming to our freshman program. Like this year, I think where we at 31 seniors, coach, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm 31 seniors this year. So, and all those guys are all 4-year guys, and for the most part, all guys that came through our PAL system. So we're growing them. So we kind of know. I can tell you who was the 5th grade quarterback and 4th grade quarterback and the 3rd grade quarterback and the flag tailback. So we know from 7 years old to 17 years old where our boys are going to be and who's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
We good? Anybody? She, Dan? Come on. He got work to do. I need something this week.
We can multitask. He be all right. You can stay on the whole time. Come on, coach. Come on, man. It ain't bad yet.
Yeah,
Come on,
okay.
hey, he got work to do, man. I need something this week. Something a little personal to the old boy. All right, so I need something.
Very personal.
Yeah.
Woo. Yes, sir.
And again, look, Coach Grant, man, appreciate you, man.
Anytime,
Giving us your
fellas,
time, man.
Hey, man. Hey, you guys. Hey, it's just great for the culture, man. I applaud you guys, man. I'm glad you guys are doing it, man. And if I could ever be any assistance, man, just holler at you. All right, man.
No
Take it, man. All right, good luck, everybody. All right, later.
Just stay off those referees, Coach Grant.
Hey, man. I don't yell at the ref, man. And no ref ever overturned the call ever. So they do what they do. I do what I do. Take it easy.
I'm just messing with you. Good luck this weekend.
All right, take it easy. All right, bye.
Yeah, man, we got to make sure we take care of the rest, man. My kids,
I gotta get my guys' backs.
Look, my kids did a bonehead move at halftime. Bonehead move. They're like celebrating. They're super excited about, how their game's going and stuff. So obviously the ref had to flag us because they showboating in front of the other team. Right. I cussed them boys out, man. I said, God dog it. I came back out the halftime. I made sure I went to every ref. I truly apologize. It's not them, it's me. You got to do that because, again, he's only human. You know what I mean? He's no robot. So I don't want him
kids.
Thinking, and you know what, Mike? They said the same thing you just said. It's a coach, come on, man. They're kids. They're excited. We get it, but we can't do that. I said, you know what? Thank you, coach. Thank you. I mean, because last thing I want is next thing you know, there's no more calls coming from this side. It can happen. You're trying to show a man up. Hey, listen, hey, B, let's talk about the crash out. Let's try to get to that. Like I said, since I got Mike on and we want to try to get to that question real quick. Joan, I'm going to bring you in there because I know you probably tired from being up watching the Giants game all night. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Don't get me started on them boys.
So
man.
This is one of the things that me and B came up with. Actually, B came up with it. I proved it, said it's all good. It says, what are the signs of a potential fight or kids that crash out? As I said, Mike, I think you'd be perfect on this one right here. Obviously, because your eyes is going to see a lot more than what everybody else is seeing. My perspective, I was going to be looking at my team. You know what I mean? Obviously, the other coach looking at the other team. But like I said, Mike, shoot this one off the wall, man.
So we try to do a lot of preventive officiating, especially at this time of the year, because now we're at a point where somebody's playing next week, and somebody who's a senior, it might be their last game out on the field. So this is something that we do talk about a lot pregame, and just try to do a lot of preventative officiating. My head referee pregame, part of his speech with the coaches as he goes and talks to them, he's like, Coach, listen, if I come up to you and say 57's getting a little out of hand and I'm just making up numbers, just do me a favor, just get a handle on it. That doesn't mean pull 57 out of the game. It just means that, hey, we see 57's getting a little out of control, and it's building, and the emotion's building. Help us out so we don't have to bang them for a 15-yarder, because we don't want those hankies on the ground. We're going to kind of put it on the coach and then put it on to the captains at that point in time, saying, hey, guys, get control of your players. It's going to hurt the team, different things like that. But unfortunately, kids make dumb decisions here and there. Adults make dumb decisions. We're all human. We're going to make a bad decision. I'm in the middle of the field with them. I'm talking to them nonstop all game long. Literally, I got the whistle in my mouth. The ball gets snapped. I drop the whistle out of my mouth, and it's my voice the entire time. And I'm just talking to the kids, and I'm like, guys, just so you know, I don't want it to get there, but if you do get ejected from this game, you're out for next year. If you're a junior, you're out the first couple of games of that. Or they're like, well, I'm a senior, I don't care. I'm like, all right, well, do you play basketball? Yeah, well, the suspension can carry over to your next sport. I'm like, so don't put us into a situation like that. And the kids are typically going to be more responsive. Does it happen? Yeah. And again, we had a situation happen a couple of weeks ago, and this is probably about a month ago. It got a little hairy on a sideline. We threw personal fouls on both teams. We ended up ejecting a player from each team. Now, here in the state of New Jersey, we have the right there's a difference between a disqualification and an ejection. One, the kid's out for the game. The other one, the kid's out for the game, plus they're suspended. It's got to be reported to the state. They're suspended for the next game. So we went up to the coaches. This was in the first half. It was a good rivalry game. We're like, Coach, listen, those kids are done for the game. Keep them on your sidelines. Keep them under control. Next thing that happens, though, your kid's going to be gone for next week. And I know we're coming up close to playoffs. That game could be win or lose to make you into the playoff. And both coaches were like, thank you. And both teams got a tongue lashing at halftime. And both coaches came to us at halftime, like, thank you very much. So it's a lot of preventative officiating, but you can see the stuff that's happening. Like you can feel the tension that's building up when the team is starting to go ugly on one side and it's their last game. And you just try to talk to the kids as best you can, then talk to the coaches. And then the last resort is we'll throw the hanky, which we really don't want to do, but if we got it, we'll do it. But try to talk to the coach. Coach, do me a favor, talk to 57 for us. It's getting a little out of control. So that's our response as officials. Now, I know some guys don't have thick skin like I do. I coached for 20 plus years, like I've talked about. So I understand the emotion that you as coaches put in, that the players put in. And I understand it's an emotional game and it's frustrating. So I understand there's 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt if we can, unless it's something super egregious out in the middle of the field. And I see right hooks and left hooks like Mike Tyson's knockout going on. I don't want to throw that kid out.
Right. I do you. Hey, Kill, let me see, because now you got a really good 7-on-7 program, some young guys out there. And I can honestly say I haven't seen one of your guys get caught up in this crash out. How you get your guys to kind of not get to that point?
So I'm a no how I coach, how I train. Like I'm a no BS type of coach and trainer, and so my kids know not to get disrespectful. One, get disrespectful with me, or get disrespectful around me, because I don't tolerate it. And I think a big part of that is coaching. Your kid's only going to do what you allow them to do at the end of the day. So I think when you set the tone as a coach, those kids are going to follow it. And I think that's the biggest thing, like with me and how I train my kids, how I coach my kids is, listen, if kids are talking crap to you and they get the right to talk crap to you. They up. Like that's just how the game goes, and I think that's the biggest thing. Is it comes
I
from
like
the
the way you
coaches.
put that. I like the way you put that. A lot of people don't kind of say that one. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't go with the, well, hey, he's winning. Got to wear that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you gotta wear that.
And
They
that's
earned it, yeah.
technically, that's kind of how we was all kind of brought up. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the guy's winning and he's going to talk and you got to wear that because if the shoe's on the other foot and you winning, you get your opportunity, right?
Exactly.
So I like the way you put that, man. It's like you like giving them an opportunity to say, hey, listen, it's all good, but guess what? We'll be back. And you'll have an opportunity too. So make sure you're ready for that opportunity. She is a video. B gonna show it to you in a minute, man. Man, damn, you see this video. I'm watching the Jaguar game today, and that's why I said this crash out thing is serious, man. Wilding out, crash out, whatever word they want to use for it now. Jaguars got the game in hand. All they got to do is get this 4th down stop. And the other team had to punt the ball away, and it's a no-brainer. But this Cat 44, AB, if you got that thing ready to go, check this out, man. They just going bananas on the Vikings. Vikings ain't even win. The Vikings winning, but all they scored was 4 field goals today. This is a 4th down stop. 4th down stop. It's over. They got to punt the ball to you. You get the ball with opportunity to score or win the game. Instead, the epitome of crash out. You know what I mean? Throwing punches. And this is grown-ups, man. And so, like, you know, cost his team the game. So the reason why I really wanted B to show this, try to find this footage for me, was because I know we do have younger followers that follow, like I said, some of our kids following the show as well. You got to really be mindful. You know, regardless of what that man said to you, it doesn't, like, all of your work that you put in to try to get to the wins of the wins of these games, you can't blow it on that. You can't be selfish. We call that selfish mentality right there, where you're taking away from your team because, you know, you felt like he disrespected you. Like, come on, man. You know, and in this game, everybody here tell you, you get the opportunity to get it live and dirty right in the game. You ain't got to worry about it. Just say, you know what? No doubt. What number was that? 56? Yeah. 56 giving us a problem. No problem, coach. Hey. 5-6. Got to catch him. You got to get him right in the whistle, though. All right, cool. So I just
Coach,
don't get it.
I can tell you from the official standpoint. I mean, it's definitely a feel thing. Like you can kind of feel that the tide is going one way or the other, or the game's about to go sideways. So once you start feeling that, then you may get a hanky on the ground here and there a little bit earlier, just to kind of put a squash on it. But I mean, grown men, grown kids, we're all going to make a mistake, and hell, this is a violent contact sport. It's emotional, but I mean, I was an offensive lineman in high school and college. What the hell is the point of throwing a goddamn punch of somebody with a face mask on and a hard ass helmet? Like, what's the point of that?
Didn't you say that, B? Didn't you say that, Brandon?
Yeah.
Go punch a wall and break your hand. I mean,
we had a kid that got ejected yesterday because he threw 2 punches. He got ejected like a few games before too. But the few weeks ago, I understood because they kept pulling him down by that face mask, and we told the refs they wouldn't say nothing about it, and it happened for like this whole second half of the game, and he kept just tackling by his face mask, and he was the wrong kid to keep tackling by his face mask because he will flip, and we told him he didn't. But this week, it was something simple, like somebody bumped him, and they was doing it all game. Like they walked past him and like hit him with their shoulder. I was like, "Hey ref, I know you just seen it. He did it right in front of you." But it was something simple. You could have let that go, but he did. He got ejected. Again yesterday.
You got to keep you cool, man. One of the things I say to my guys before we hit the field is, listen, this game is just like life, man. Some things gonna go your way, some things not gonna go your way. Stay even keel, stay level headed, keep fighting. You'll be okay, man. Like, and at the end of the day, if you win, like Kill said, talk your talk.
But you also have to know your kids.
Shake that man.
You have to know which one of these kids got issues. So when you see it, you can go ahead.
Coach.
Hey, you come here real quick. Come here, have a seat right here.
That's on coach.
But that's on coach. Like, listen, I got a couple of live wires. Okay.
Taking time
And
bombs.
while the game is in motion, like I was telling Mike earlier, I'm not looking at the other team. I'm looking at my team.
Right.
Yep.
5 is my live wire. 4 is my live wire. So once I see the extra, you'll see it's always, like you just said, the bump. There's always the shove. And you know your live wire. If you don't be on your live wire, then the crash out coming.
Yeah.
So eventually it's, hey, butterflies. What you say that for? Stop making me laugh. I did that for that. Because I know if I didn't, then you would have butterflied his ass off the fucking field. And now I ain't got my motherfucking linebacker. So, you know, it's just like that. Like Mike said, they'll come right before every game. Hey, listen, time's going down. It's going to be one of those types of games. I get it. Make sure everybody keep their cool and we good to go. Like I got a big rivalry game this week. We got West Orange versus East Orange for the sectional title.
Yeah, the Orange Bowl, baby.
Nice. Right. In West Orange. So, it's not like when the sectional title would be somewhere at a neutral site no more in Jersey. So this one's going to be interesting. Okay. I already know that. And knowing that, then you have to ask your kids to try to be preventive of everything that they do. Hey, let's kind of downplay the social media, because that's where it's going to start.
Yep.
Downplay some of that. Then after we downplay that social media, I'm going to start giving you tests and drills and stuff like, yo, at 6 in the afternoon, hey, what happened in the film on this time right here? Or like, what cover should we be in on this right here? Like, you got to occupy the minds. Because if you don't occupy them, then they're going to go, like what I told them not to do, go straight to the social media. You know what I mean? And then when we get to the game, and it's always the,
And,
so now,
and
Coach,
see something you just said right there, and something I also try to instill is, your level of focus and your level of play is not going to be where it needs to be when your emotions are on 10. When you're on 10, now you're not thinking about your assignment. You're not thinking about your responsibilities. You're not locked into the game. And so I try to instill that in them. Like, when your emotions is too high, you're not going to be where you need to be.
Right.
Coach Daniels, to kind of piggyback off of what both you guys are saying, and this is something I know we talk with the coaches that you guys are saying to coaches, but this is also where we as officials, I'm putting this on the captains. Captains aren't making the penalty calls anymore. We all know that if we throw a flag, we're looking at the sideline of what the head coach wants to do on it, even though you got to have a talking captain. Even the coin flip, I'm asking the head coach, you guys win the toss. What do you want? All right, we're going to defer. All right, because if that kid walks out there and he's like, I don't know, we want to kick. No, you want to defer. So we're trying to take that pressure off. But that's where I'm going to go to our captains and be like, hey, listen, you know who that live wire is. I don't. I'm stepping onto this field the first time with your team. Like, he's going to hurt your team. You as a captain, you might want to say something to that kid and get him under control before he hurts your team. And Coach Daniels, you're being the quarterback guy. Well, that's the face that everybody is seeing in that huddle. So even if they're not a captain, they're still the one that's kind of in charge and saying, hey, yo, let's zip it right now. So that's where we kind of try to put it back.
We often look to the refs to help kind of manage all of that as well, right? Like, if you don't throw those flags early and those little things start adding up. Now, look, no coach wants to be punished or penalized, but if my kids are out there acting like assholes, throw the flag, right? Let's get it corrected now before it turns into something bigger. We had, for a couple weeks in a row, we've played some games that were rather chippy. Teams on their way out didn't have anything to play for. We're trying to make a playoff run. And that's, a lot of emotions kind of boiling over. And at one point, I thought we were going to stop one a few weeks ago. It was just like, this team has nothing to play for. Their coach is talking crap to our players from his sideline. Like, what do you know what I mean? And it came down to like 2 coaches meeting at the 50-yard line right in the middle of the stadium and a ref having to go, this is it. We're done with the little, it's time to clean it up, right? Clean it up or we'll just flag everybody.
Yeah, that's
but we really needed him to throw those in the first or second quarter, not in the middle of the third quarter of a game that's out of hand,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different level when the coaches get involved in that type of banter. Then you really lost control.
Yeah. We got to make sure we got a handle on that. But hey, Brand, where Joan? Joan left?
I'm here.
So I got a question because I coach in a city, so we got a bunch of knuckleheads and things like that. When we go out to like Perryville or way out Wimbledon, sometimes it feel like the kids are trying to get the best kids out of there, so they say little things to you, or they do a little bit of this and do a little bit of that, and you got to be like, yo, we ain't from here. We don't know these referees. We don't know these kids. Like, they gonna try to get in y'all head from the beginning, and everything starts at home. Right? Everything starts at home, and I always say that over and over. But I think where you play in an environment also takes some kind of accountability. You know what I mean? And not making excuses. But when we go out there and play them, I don't want to say the D1 teams, because we all still the 1A. We're supposed to be in 1A, but they be having 89 kids on the sideline, and these kids big as shit. And now kids like to talk shit, but when you go out there and you talk shit and you still down by 40 points, you have no reason to say nothing no more. You know what I mean? Now you in the mindset of, shit, I ain't gonna lose twice. You know what I mean? Like I
ain't gonna lose twice.
It's stupid. Like,
listen, back in the 90s, we used to have a phrase: "We lose, we fight, gonna be some shit tonight." That's what you sound like they saying over there. Come on, man, we gotta correct that, man. Can't lose twice, huh? Listen, man. Everything is all, like I said, this game, again, I love it so much because it teaches life lessons. And every time a kid tries to give you the, I'm not trying to lose twice, I have to give them like, but we not. You know what I mean? This is a life lesson. Everything's not going to go your way. You're not going to win every game. So, take this and learn from this. I mean, we got guys that we name the greatest, like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anybody you want to call, Tom Brady, any of them. They've all lost. They've all lost. So, you're not better than them, and clearly nowhere near them. So let's not even act like it, But I was trying to see if June was on, because I wanted to know if June wanted to go to the Essex preview first, or do he want to just stay on the show? We're gonna keep it rolling.
We don't care about what June wants. Oh, my bad.
Then there it is.
I ain't know that was a live.
Hey, you know me, I'm with it, bro. I'm rolling. But like I said, let's go to the man. Let's hit me with one of the next topics that we got. I don't know if you want to.
June, what's up?
I'm here. Nah, I'm here. Just go on the show. I'm here.
All right, so Coach She. So we did the DM recruiting last week, and that wide receiver kid, he wanted to know who you was. So I was like, I don't know him personally. He's one of the best wide receiver coaches in Jersey. He got 9 rings. He show him every show. He wanted contact information. I can get it for you. That's all I got for you.
All right, I'll look out for him.
All right, but so Coach She, I wanted to put you on a spot real quick, right? I'm gonna put this up here, right? All right. 3rd and 8. You're on the 28-yard line. What's your play here?
Oh, we're in and out. This is from an offensive point of view.
Yes.
3rd and 8. What is this? 4 down, 4, 2, 5. This look like it's gonna be some type of cover 3. And I'm in empty.
Why you laughing? Come on, DM.
Because you got one safety and an empty. You dead already. So
is my quarterback a guy that can run?
Sir, you're asking a lot of questions, sir.
Because that's going to determine my play call.
Right.
If my quarterback can run, I can run some type of QB power, something like that. Because of obviously you guys are QB draw, something like that. If I have a mobile quarterback. But if you're going to play, if he's not a mobile quarterback and it's 3rd and 8, I'm going to put my best receiver at the end.
So let's just say that he a pocket passer.
Okay, so if he a pocket passer, I'll just take to the boundary right there with the 2 receivers. I will switch my X and my RB and just give my ball to the X right now. You playing in your corner 8 yards off the ball. That will safety not getting over there in time. So I just get my best play of the ball.
Here's a myth for you. You're still allowed to crack back with that running back onto that weak side safety there.
Mike throwing out secrets.
Yeah,
you just can't blow him up. You could definitely throw a nice pick on there and get the X on a little bubble screen and get your 8 yards there easy. But from an old school,
you only got 2 for 2 over there. So that's where the play call or the matchup should be if you have a pocket passer, because you only got 2 for 2.
See, I need to be able to draw on the screen. It's not fair. It's not true X's and O's if I can't put the chalk on the post.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I got all these questions. I can't just say
What 28-yard line is it?
Then there's that.
Well, yeah, that is.
Because if it's going in, I'm in 2 down territory. So that quarterback power is definitely in play or something like that. Get me a
Yeah,
fourth
the
and
box
2.
is too heavy though, right? We're not gonna run into that 6-man box with 5 blockers. That's just not gonna happen.
No, you're probably right. And if you're saying it's a pocket quarterback, he's probably also not going to be too mobile in that. But I'm looking at that flood route to the trip side, punching with that Y and getting him in the flat and letting him catch it out in space. And then you got number 1 running to go, number 2 going to be about 12 yards. You got some space there.
See, I'm with Coach Sheed working the boundary on this. I gotta, like he said, I'm gonna switch my X and my running back. I'm gonna send the running back right up the seam, and I'm hitting my X with a comeback on the sideline.
Yeah, hitches and comebacks is money ball, especially if they in that cover 3. You know that corner's got a bail anyway, so you got nothing to do there. Like, just basically just hit it and go. But that's definitely what I mean. The reason why I was laughing.
You got options. You got the flood concept to the field. You got
options.
options.
You got a lot of options. But the things why I was laughing, because I said, you got 1 high and I'm in empty. Baby, I got a gunslinger back there. I might be doing a lot of stuff, bro.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, I don't want to give no secrets away, but there's a version of cover 3 you can run to that. I ain't gonna say.
I don't know. DM. If Ed Reed back there, DM. If they got Ed Reed back there, that's a different story.
Well, hell, come on, that's a whole different cat. I mean,
because if they come out in this and you leave a single high safety, he has to be that dude, correct?
No,
Ed Reed's wearing a gold jacket.
Just like what they like, right?
He better be.
If they got Ed Reed, then I might need the sheriff. All right, give me the sheriff, and we'll pick him apart with this type of lineup. But no, I mean,
with this type of down and distance, teams are not going to send 4 verticals out of their formation. So you really don't have to really worry about them flooding with 4 verticals. So it's going to be 3 guys going vertical, 2 guys running short or intermediate routes. So you're kind of okay based off of the down and distance he got up here with running cover 3, because you still want to get the first down. So, you're going to get some type of smash concept. You may get a flood. You know what I mean? You're not going to get 4 verts out of this.
Nope. Coach Daniels, question to you on this one. You saying switch the running back and the X. Would you have a true receiver instead of a running back? Because my only fear would be that running back running straight up the seam and not taking an inside release and letting that guy get underneath that out ball that you're throwing.
Yeah, I'm switching that. I like my running back to be my most inner number 3, so he would be where Y is.
Okay,
and that would be a true receiver on that side.
I'm only saying that because the running back's not running the routes as often and might not understand the concept of taking that inside release to hold him back there.
Unless you got Nolan James.
We use unless you got that formation. We're running a slot fade. So we'll put Z on slot fade. One's going to run what we call a hitch escape. So he's going to expand out to the numbers, hitch it up, and then work down the line of scrimmage. Y is just going to work right where the jack is, just sitting right behind him and making him wrong. So basically, if he wants to roll out to that other hash, I mean, we're just going to throw the ball underneath. And then exactly what you guys are talking about, running back inside of X. Out of this, I'm just putting him in motion, right? Run him to the left tackle and then put him right back out, throw him the ball. Like, it becomes a bubble, but we're going to make that corner have to condense, make that safety. They're all going to be working inwards and then have to come back out. So,
you see, what if I got Nate Bailey, baby? I can get money with Nate Bailey there.
Yeah, if you got that kind of back,
exactly. If you got that kind of back, then you can work him.
Yeah,
I don't really consider him a true running back though. He's a hybrid.
Nolan James is a true back. He can do that.
Yeah.
He can play that spot.
Big Nolan is definitely a true back, boy.
Yeah, he can play that spot.
Hey, Brandon, man, that was a good one right there. I was wondering how that was gonna go for us. I like that. So now we got to find some more stuff for these coaches to hit up. You already know.
Yeah, fellas. I'm not a one-trick pony here with the stripes behind me. I can talk exercise with
We
you.
know you got the little league bumping right now. You already know that.
Hold on. So he just spoke up. So I got you, Mike D.
All right.
All right. So what are some of your techniques you use to stop the screen?
Well, what kind of screen? Are we talking middle screen? We talking tunnel screen? Where are we going with it?
I knew it. So break it down. Let's go. Let's go middle screen first. Let's go middle screen first, then we'll go outside.
Well, first of all, the number one thing that most D linemen at the high school and youth level don't understand is backtracking. Is once they read screen and once people identify screen, get back to where the hell you were, because that's where the ball is going to be thrown, because it's got to be behind the line of scrimmage to block downfield. So get yourself back to the line of scrimmage. So that's number one. Gosh, it's going to always depend upon situations too, because I'm looking to throw a screen when I know you're running some type of man coverage. I'm looking to run some screens and get that back underneath and getting a blocker out, running some people off too. So I'm more of the offensive guy. I like running the screens, not stopping the screens.
So I guess, hey, Sheed, I guess this one, like me and you, I do rock with the D line, Mike. So, we do have a couple of drills that we will run. Obviously, I have a guy being the snapper. I want them looking at the ball, and then I'll be the quarterback. And then what you'll see me do is I'll either stand up and have my hand here. I'll put my hand down as if it's run, and then I'll backpedal. So my thing is I try to tell guys like, yo, read the QB. All right, it's like two reads. If you got in there that clean, you're not that good. Stop where you are, get to where you came from. You know what I mean?
Well, hell, because if you're getting in that clean, you're probably getting trapped or it's a screen. So you better get your head on a swivel.
Hey, look, I've seen it. If it feels good, pull out. That's on that clip. No, I sent that clip to Brandon and the guy talking about it. He said, yo, if it feels good, pull out. I said, yo, that's it. But so that's the other thing. And then listen, the other one is, like I said, read the quarterback. That quarterback backpedaling, he ain't running away from you backpedaling. Clearly, there's something going on. You know what I mean?
What if that quarterback's John Elway?
Well, I better have Warren Sapp. I'm telling y'all, keep getting
there you go.
These pros. I'm gonna give me a good one. Okay, we can Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Going right through the hole. I'm gonna pull mine out too.
If we could have Ed Reed at safety, I want John Elway at quarterback backpedaling.
You got it. Hey, Steve, you want to jump on that one?
I'm gonna remove myself from this because I'm actually the team we're getting ready to play. They run
a lot of screens.
They run a multitude of different type of screens. They got tunnel screen, they got rocket screen, they got running back screen left, middle screen to the running back, tunnel screen. They got a lot sniffer or H-back screen. They got a lot of different screens. So I'm gonna.
We'll talk to you next week.
Next week. You never know who's watching, man.
Hey, look, man, I want to say congratulations to you. He's got the #1 seed in non-public B. Good job and great job on that win. I was at the St. Joe's game. That was a great job. Your #1, one of your top guys went down. You guys didn't blink, man. You held strong and you fought that one out. That was a good job. Definitely
appreciate it.
Side note, hey June, I don't know what happened to the Lions today, but
it's getting Bubba Spunk ugly over there.
What happened to the Lions today?
Hey man, that's how I go. What you want to go to development?
We can have a real no. I don't. That's kind of that was kind of deep. So I want to do the fun conversation.
Look, there he is. Always working.
Yeah, you can multitask.
Let's do the fun conversation first.
What you got?
So, what's wrong with this celebration? Hold on, let me get this word off the screen.
Is he going to take his belt off? 'Cause last time we talked celebrations, there was a whole bunch of belts coming off.
No, this is going to be a headstand. There it is.
This is the headstand. And check this out, fellas. So someone had this on Instagram, and it's like, wasn't an excessive penalty? Was excessive celebrating? Should he got the penalty? I'm like, yes. Reason why I say yes is because I'm big on celebrate with your team. First things first, get the referee the ball. Let's get that out the way, okay? Then once you get the referee the ball, then celebrate with your team. We won't get in trouble if you do that unless you're doing the whole belt thing. But this right here, I'm like, no. Guess what, fellas? The next Sunday, the very next Sunday, like you said, Brandon,
3 teams in the
Lions
NFL did that.
and St. Brown goes viral
St. Brown,
for
yep.
the headstand.
Mhm.
I said, now, how am I going to teach these kids no if y'all keep saying yes? Oh, man.
All right,
Go
so
ahead,
so
man.
from the
Tell me what's wrong
referee
with it.
standpoint, first thing I'm doing is saying to the kid, yo, that was a hell of an athletic play, because there's no way in hell I'm doing that. I'm snapping my neck, but I'm still also tossing the hanky. Like it's like the high school hurdling rule. Like it's an athletic as hell play, but that play right there, that's a look at me play. And that's not a team play. That's an individual play. That's look what I can do. That, coach, you said it earlier, that's a selfish play. And that one does have to be flagged.
Yeah.
If he puts the salute on it at the same time, I'm probably gonna let it ride. But...
there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Man.
I love the honesty.
Give me one of these, and then the head.
If he does that upside down, hey, you know what? We'll take the yardage, right? We're gonna kick a field goal or extra point anyway. I don't care.
Was that a good catch or was that a good throw?
See, you on?
Because that was a ball.
That's a good throw.
Yeah, that's a good throw.
Wait, that's like a 60-yard
I mean, the catch is hard,
dime.
right? It's over the shoulder. He's got but that's a good throw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good
Because he
throw.
put it right where it needed to be. Only way he could get it, you know. You see the guy swiping for it. He still couldn't get, you know what I mean? Foot for foot, stride for stride, and still couldn't get on it.
Listen, that's a good football play is what it is on both sides. That's a great catch. It's a
Yeah.
great throw. Protection was there. And it's a great headstand. It's just illegal. And the spin. and we got the ball spin too.
Yeah, see.
So technically,
Just couldn't get
DM, he did celebrate with his teammate. His teammate just got there a little late.
Oh, okay. You know what?
No
No doubt. I tell you what, we're gonna have a really good celebration on Tuesday or Monday when practice starts. We'll have a good one. Trust me.
He got there a little late.
Got there late.
All right.
That's what's
Now,
up. That's what's up.
Another trending situation. Oh, so before we move on, anybody else want to comment on this?
No.
Chill, you good?
I'm good.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you, fellas. It depends.
Now
who this-
Kill is the young dog in the room, so he probably gonna say he loved this shit. Y'all watch it.
No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it depends who do it. Did my dog do it? Because if it was my dog, I'm not gonna say nothing. To be honest with you.
I mean,
No,
and that play right there, whoever made that play is a dog for that next moment.
No, he for the moment. Nah, I need. If you do that, you got to be my dog for the whole season. That's the one that's when I need a play, he always get it. If he do it, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Like Mike said, I'm
Your
taking
honesty is
15.
really good,
If my
but it
kicker
does
could
break.
kick, I'm
The
good.
standard is the standard, right? Like
It does break.
do we
it.
have different standards? But I'm not leaving early if my top guy ain't there yet either, right? The bus ain't actually rolling until he's on the bus. So I get it.
Yeah, I'm feeling that right there.
All right, so this next one, I sent this to Mike so he can go in his rule book and let us know exactly what is going on with this one, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy that they tried this shit on us yesterday at the game, and we didn't move. So
I wish Coach Grant was here to talk about this.
this has been trending.
I love
Right.
that. I love that.
Oh, yes.
And hey, Mike, we used to do that at Shabazz after Hurricane Sandy. It was legal for a year. Then the next year, the refs just bombed us every time. I was like, what would happen?
Yeah.
Sandy ain't here no more.
So here's the quirk that still boggles my mind of being a coach and now an official. We have a flag for deception, and that's deception. That's deceiving the defensive team to get them to jump off sides. And I sat there in my cadet class because I just finished coaching, and now I was sitting there in the classroom learning how to become an official. I'm like, what the hell do you think the triple option is? What do you think the wing T is? It's all deception. What do you think a reverse is? Am I going to throw a flag because you ran the reverse too good? A play action. The ball's hidden. It's deception. But because you're trying to draw somebody, that's not a football type move. That's definitively to try to draw the offense off, to draw the defense off sides. If the defense were to jump, we're going to hit the offense on that.
And
And
I
they
love
killing them with
this.
it too. They keep doing it.
Yeah.
They killing them with it.
Now,
See, check it out. See, look at my little guy. Got him.
I got a question for the ref.
Yes, sir.
So an extension of this, because I was at the Moore game this past weekend out in Staten Island, and Xavier and right, they did the same thing except they switched formation. So they'll get down, hand not down, they'll get up like that, but they'll move. They'll change the formation. Would you consider that deception as well?
So honestly, it depends, because we had a team that did it too. With they shifted the whole line from one side of the field to the opposite side of the field. But if it's not a sudden, like that's a sudden movement, that's not a
And
true
the quarterback
shift.
gives it up. Like when that quarterback is clapping them hands at the same time of their move, you know what I'm saying? That's the issue, I believe. That's more
So
the
actually,
issue.
NCAA, that's the point of emphasis here. NCAA is not putting up with that anymore, and you're going to see it trickle down to our level in a year or two. I wouldn't be shocked. Even the clap, like, because I have always asked, what about the fake clap? Because the fake clap is trying to get some people to jump off sides, and do it exactly. Like the whole point of that is to get somebody to jump. So we should be hitting that, and it's kind of like the head bob on the hard count with the quarterback taking the hard head bob. So, Coach Daniels, to answer your question, without seeing it, I can't give you a true, honest answer. But if it's truly that sudden and that harsh, it should be on the offense. It's the same thing, old school. Listen, I'm 50 years old, but Coach Daniels, you probably don't remember the Dallas Cowboys used to pop up and then pop down into their 3-point stand. So that was the old Cowboy thing. And now you see who's doing it on punt formations, where all of a sudden they'll shoot down into a 3-point stance. If they're doing it the whole game, that's good. But if it's one time only to get you to jump off sides, now it's going to be on the offense if they do jump. So it's now you drawing them off sides.
We had Piscataway this week, like you heard Coach Grant said. And Piscataway has the thing, that they come out, center has his hand on the ball, they run out in the 2-point stance. And obviously, as soon as the quarterback comes out and is down, as soon as he yells down, their hand go from 2-point to 3-point. And they do it every time, Mike. So I guess because it was so consistent, you gotta let it ride. You know what I mean? Just like how they drop the hands down like that, just like that. Like that was one of the tricks of the trade. But again, like I said, I'm one of them D-line coaches. You move on ball movement. You move on that cat jumping back. You should get the penalty, and then you should come see me afterwards. I give you that. Like, come on, man. Like, it's all on what you train the guys on. That's why, to me, it shouldn't be a penalty. Because in my mind, I'm like, well, hell, they're supposed to be looking at the damn ball anyway. They should be looking at us anyway. The ball ain't moved, then shit, they shouldn't have moved. Since they moved, guess what? That should be on them for not paying attention. But of course, that's just me trying to get over every chance I get.
Listen, go back to your trash talking where, hey, you put yourself in that situation down by 40. Well, if you're a D lineman who's looking at the quarterback fake a clap and that's drawing you off sides, my heart is telling me, I want to bang you as a defensive guy, but I got to go by the rules and keep it consistent. That's going to be on the offense. So that's the 50-50 that's my demon that I battle with as a former coach and player. That I'm like, damn, I really want to hit them, but that's a dead ball, fella. I gotta get it on the right squad.
You would much rather just give them 2 dummy snacks and keep it going.
Mike said they trying to get rid of the clap. It's a team that we play down here. They clap, and then the ball gets snapped. So they clap, and I counted. It took me a minute to figure it out, but they clap and they go 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and the ball gets snapped. So they clap first, and then they snap the ball later. And it took me a second. I tried to go explain it to the defensive coordinator, but he told me that he didn't see what I was talking about. That was last year. He told me he didn't see what I was talking about. So whole other story. But in that aspect, they're not trying to jump you off sides. That's their count, right?
Yeah. So, I apologize. Let me clarify. The NCAA is not getting rid of the clap per se, but they're getting rid of the the fake clap and all those different things to try to draw the teams offsides. Same thing with the defense. So the NCAA actually really instilled this year, if you have a defensive line that hard stems super hard, that it's not really like a movement that you would normally see, and an offensive lineman jumps, even though the defense didn't cross the line of scrimmage, they're calling that on the defense for drawing the offense offsides.
We've seen delay
unless it's a natural movement.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a natural foot, like, so your D line can still stem, but it's got to be a natural stem. Like you're seeing the teams, everybody's I mean, hell, I love stem and confusing the hell out of the offensive lineman. But this one was a hard stem where they all shot outside and all of a sudden the team was offsides. At the high school level, we're not calling that yet, but at the NCAA level, that is going to be on the team that stemmed.
Okay.
So like DM said about the quarterback in the last video, the way he was moving, is that a false start as well?
I wouldn't call that one a false start on the fake clap, but down the road you may see it.
Right. Like like B,
just trying to
I know
prepare you.
a couple of things is, and Mike, you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. She kill y'all can see, like the quarterback can't go forward. You know what I mean? You got to watch. Like he has to kind of just stay still with it.
Yeah,
he can't be up with the forward motion, because that forward motion, I know we a couple teams did get flagged on that. And as you said, just inciting the snap, was insinuating the snap is what you said.
And that's one that's going to fall on the head referee, because the head referee is focused on that quarterback, where me as an umpire, I'm looking at the guys all up front. So I'm looking for the false start from those guys and trying to keep the quarterback in my vision so I can help confer with him or her on what I saw. But yeah, that fake clap or I mean, that clap there, I wouldn't call that on the quarterback, but that one I would call on the lineman there because of how hard they come up and turn.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a team I just had this past weekend, they did the dummy cadence, and hell, I used to run the flex bone and going down to Navy and seeing what Navy would do and having the false motion and coming back and recoiling it. I mean, that was all part of the game. But our linemen would then, okay, we did that. Linemen kept their hands in the ground and they would turn their body and catch whatever the signal was that was going on, and then check their wristband. So we ripped some of our linemen because some of our linemen were dumb enough that they put their wristband on the arm that was on the ground. So all of a sudden they pulled their hand up to look at their wristband and we're like, oh, you got a false start.
All right, so Coach Pass from June's Instagram, because he ain't paying attention. Shit. Coach Pass said, what's the difference between the fake clap and a hard count?
A question that I've been asking the State Association for a while. I don't know. It's a great question. I've brought that up for years, because the fake clap to me is the hard count, but it's on how you're doing it. If there's like a full body flinch, again,
that's a no.
Coach Mass, you just said it though. Why am I not looking at the ball? So,
for you to teach this to a 6U team that can barely tie their shoes,
that's awesome. That's why I love it. That's awesome. Teaching them discipline early. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got the coach yelling at the kids. Kids just trying to have fun, and they get their head chewed out at 6 years old.
Look, that's gonna be another topic. I'm telling you, that little league thing we talking about right there, that's another topic right there, brother.
Listen, I just love that short wing official on the top is like 10 yards in from the sideline, so you know. I'm looking at those small things.
These little guys, you got to be right on top of them. Like I said, man, I'm loving it, man. So now you want to get to the QBs? You want to get to June? Because when I get to June, I'm turning up. when we get to off the top, we turning up. I'm telling you right now.
Get to the quarterback one first.
Let's get to the GOAT. Let's let the GOAT speak.
So first we So I was gonna say first we gotta all right.
To be college programs. Now they're college teams. You're no longer learning a program, you're learning a playbook. And the program is ultimately, like at Michigan, for me, that was a pro-style program. 5 years I got to learn how to drop back pass, to read defenses, to read coverages, to be coached. I had to learn from being 7th quarterback on the depth chart to moving up to 3rd to ultimately being a starter. I had to learn all those things in college. That was development. Then I went to New England, and I was developed by Coach Belichick and the offensive staff there. I didn't start my first year. I think it's just a tragedy that we're forcing these rookies to play early. But the reality is the only reason why they are is because we dumbed the game down, which has allowed them to play. It used to be thought of at a higher level. We used to spend hours and hours in the offseason and training camp trying to be a little bit better than next year. But I think what happens is it discourages the coaches from going to deep levels because they realize the players don't have the opportunity to go to a deep level, so they're just going to teach them where they're at.
Right. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith, y'all. He sent me that clip. I ain't going to tell y'all that in public, but you know.
That's
Hey, we gotta have connections out here.
All right, so to swing off of that, I wanted to know what can we do to help this quarterback development problem, or is that above us now? Do we let that or push that onto the college quarterbacks? Because you know what I mean. It starts at youth, then we high school. Then you got college, then you go to the league. You know what I mean? But I don't want to say youth football don't matter because all of it matters.
It matters.
But it's a
They got
lot of
8
things
years
that
down
don't
there.
be
They got
taught.
4 and 4 in other places.
Right, but there's a lot of stuff that don't be taught. Some people say properly, but don't be taught. Period. You know what I mean? And what you see in the quarterback ain't what I see in the quarterback. And what I teach my quarterback ain't what Daniel teach his quarterback.
Right.
So everybody learns on different levels. Even I don't know everything that June knows. You know what I mean? So we all out here just putting a little bit into the pot and hoping that the shit come out good.
I honestly think that the youth level shouldn't be as deep as what some people have tried to make it, because that starting quarterback for you may put on 100 pounds before he's a freshman, and now he's a starting right tackle, right? Now, is it cool that he's a little more cerebral about the game? Yes, fine. But don't take the fun away from him trying to make him learn how to read coverages and all this. No, man, just run something simple. Let the kids have fun. Go play. I know that there's youth leagues that are out there really, really worried about a championship, right? But come on, man. And then when we get back to high school, what Tom Brady's talking about there, we're kind of in a conundrum because the only kid we may have on the team that can throw a football might be a freshman, right? So you talk to some coaches that teach single player reads. We're going to high-low a corner, and that's your read. Does he drop or does he press, right? Or so we're going to throw one of two routes based on one guy. Some out there are trying to teach full field. I'm a full field guy. I need to teach my high school quarterback how to read coverage. What's pre-snap telling me? Middle field open, middle field closed. Is my corner up, my corner back? Like, where's the force play? So there's a lot of stuff we're trying to read. So I'm probably not getting a freshman or sophomore on the field in my system because it's too much to do. But we have the ability to dumb that down. So I think high school coaches are in a conundrum. You got to go out and win games. Sometimes you got to dumb the game down. I think college is where that happens. The dumbing down has got to quit at the college level. Go out and teach them the skills they need to know.
But here's my question for you. And looking at that list and including Tom Brady into that list, I think if we were to separate that list, you would put Mac Jones and Tom Brady in one category and then the other guys in another category. Mac Jones is a pure drop back quarterback. Only thing he's being taught is how to read coverages. Excuse me. Kenny Pickett, Zach Wilson, Will Levis, Fields, Lance, Young, Richardson. They're also running some type of option. They're being taught how to read a defensive end, how to read a linebacker, RPO, this, that, and the other thing. I think you're putting too much on their plate at such a young age. Anthony Richardson's a phenomenal athlete, but you're giving him every single possible read at 22 years old instead of kind of simplifying it and making it a little bit easier for him. Where Tom Brady, you knew where Tom Brady was going to be. Tom Brady's handing the ball off or he's reading the coverage. He's not going to read a defensive end on if he's going to give or if he's going to keep the ball and run behind for power. So the athleticism of some of the guys in essence is a detriment to them. But I think that falls on the coaching. Like you got to bring it to a level where, all right, let's develop that. And I do think it is a problem, and it goes all the way. I think all the way down. I'm coaching my son's youth team. I'm teaching my kids smash routes, and my kid's 12 years old, and he wants to throw it to we got a wide receiver that's going down to the Nationals, so he wants to throw it to him. I'm like, yeah, but he's being double covered. Read the cornerback on the smash route. Read the flat defender on the smash route. Like, let's teach them football, not teach them a play, in my opinion.
I kind of wonder if going to the shotgun has hurt a lot of these kids too, because there's not a true play action anymore, right? You're never turning from under center and turning your back to the defense to go back and hand outside zone and then booting a true boot to go throw your flood or whatever, right? Like talk to Tom Brady.
Well,
like that's where he made his money was,
that's because it's deception, Daniel.
Hey, let's go. Deception. But is everything in the gun and RPOs and all, is it ruining the quarterback's ability to deceive? There we go with the flag.
Yeah.
To deceive the defense and open up some of these things.
Absolutely. I think so.
The game's moved to another, it's another thing now. It isn't as much as is the age of the quarterback where they can really, I mean, we got the spread offense, we got the air raid. They can go out and do some things.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be run heavy, I mean, the quarterback, he's kind of screwed, honestly.
Look at remember when Bama was struggling with all these mobile quarterbacks, and then Saban said, "You know what? I got to go get me a mobile quarterback." That's kind of what's happening now. Is like you said, the RPO game, and like Ref said, he's like, these guys being too athletic is almost a detriment, because we're beating the great Nick Saban in Alabama with Tommy Manziel and these guys. Why would I need a pocket passer when I can just get one of these athletes, half-field read, RPO, and we're off to the races? Even if he makes the wrong read, he's athletic enough to figure it out and scramble. And so that, I think the evolve of the running quarterback has definitely changed all of that.
Coach Sheed, would you say that these kids that are pretty good, has it made us coaches worse? Are we worse at having sound offenses because these players can save us?
Absolutely. And in football, everything is trendy. So the trend is you need to have a mobile quarterback.
Yeah.
So he can create a bad play call.
Yeah.
You think about it, in the Brady era, you had more guys trying to be pocket quarterbacks. Now we're in the Mahomes era. Now everybody's trying to get the mobile guy. It's interesting how this thing. I mean, look at all of these guys that got drafted.
You see it now with even all these quarterback training gurus and things of that nature. They're teaching off-platform throws,
and they getting rich
because it's all athletic movement.
Ain't nobody getting better.
Yeah, it's all off-platform throws, throwing sidearm, running to your left, torquing your body, throwing to the right. It's all those type of throwing motions now, based off of you have to be athletic.
But that's fantastic. Like you want that kid to be like that. But the question is now, can you expect that same kid who's learning how to throw off balance and off platform and doing all those things? Can you have them read 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to then the dump off? Because that's what the NFL game is. Or can you teach them read 1 to 2 and then be your athlete and go and then have scramble drill and go from there? Like that's my question. And a lot of the times they're getting on guys because of that. Like Anthony Richardson, he was at best when he was an athlete, and guys at Florida were all of a sudden Kyle Pitts, all of a sudden he saw Anthony Richardson rolling. He was busting out deep because he was 6'6" and fast as hell. So throw the ball up to him, and it made them all look good. So it's a coaches doing a detriment to them. Like, simplify the offense for them, give them simpler reads, and let them be who they are, and let them go. Like, all right, you're a gunslinger, throw the ball out there.
But why would I do that if I got Pat Mahomes, who's not the most athletic? But if you look at most of his throws, it's scramble off-platform throws.
But people are figuring Mahomes out too, right? Aren't they? Like, I know they're winning games right now, but he's not having
They're winning them like this
great.
now.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. What was it? Travis Kelce got his first touchdown last week of the season or
Yep.
something, right?
But he's the he's the poster boy of the NFL, and this is the standard at quarterback. So it's a trickle down effect. That's what
Absolutely.
it is. Football is
Couple-
trendy like that.
A couple things I want to point out about this graphic we're looking at is number one, the quarterback is not developed in the NFL anyway. It's not a place to go be getting developed, right? It's the pros, man.
Don't have no patience.
It's the pro. Well, they don't have time. If you look back at Denver's head coach right now, when a couple of years ago they're asking, they're getting quarterback trainer from outside the program. He's like, cool. It's not my job to develop him. I'm not a quarterback coach.
Right.
That's not my job. He better have a trainer on the outside, right? It's talking about Russell Wilson at the time. He's got his own trainer. Good. I think Trey Lance had some stuff like that going on too, right? These guys you better be getting training outside the program because I don't care. You either have the skills or you don't. And the second thing is all of these guys on this list went to subpar teams, period. You know what I mean? What are this? Chicago Bears, 49ers, Trey Lance is, they've in and out, but they're not consistently being great. Bryce Young went to the Panthers, who are absolute trash. Mac Jones, the Patriots, who've been down.
They beat June. They beat Giants today, so he's not trash for one day.
He happened to leave.
Oh, listen, that whole list would be starting over Daniel Jones right now.
Oh man, who you telling?
So Anthony Richardson last year, in the first game said he messed his shoulder up because every quarterback come in the league and don't slide. They think, oh, I'm tough, I got it, and they try to run people over and then get hurt. But Anthony Richardson was balling last year for the first 2 or 3 games until he got hurt. This year, I don't know.
But look, I'm gonna say this. Right?
He was humble.
Like
he got
Dan
tired,
said,
man. He was tired.
like Dan said, NFL they ain't developing nothing. They paying. Now you go get the development, right? Now let's also go to the college side with this transfer portal thing. You know what I mean? You see an Ohio State quarterback just left Ohio State and bang, dropped in Syracuse. Let's go. So it kind of does go to the high school guys to try to teach how to prepare yourself the right way. And the one thing I'm gonna say is I know guys like Sheed and Akil gonna really dive into what I'm saying or agree with what I'm saying. Parents have to find a consistent trainer. Okay, you get a lot of people that go, okay, so I heard my son's a receiver, and what I'm gonna do is, Sheed, I heard you train receivers. I'm gonna bring them to you one day a month, and I'm gonna take them to Akil next month. Or I'm like, you have no consistency. You know what I mean? And then I also could go. I'm also add on to that, right? You're not bringing the high school coach in with the trainer. Okay. Like I think we talked about that in one of our previous episodes. You gotta bring the head coach or whoever is in there to say, okay, look, this is his problem. He's not doing this. If you can work on this for me, he will be dynamite. And then you got something. So not everybody's in on the plan. But you got some people that try to cut corners.
Yep.
And I go here for a moment, then I don't go, or I go all year long. My patience isn't worth a blood nickel. And then I go, I'm going to another trainer. So now I'm going over here now. And so your kid for maybe 4 years, 3 years, however long you do this, he's never, like, we're talking about the quarterback position. It's a very delicate position. Like, he need time with a guy. He got to be married to that guy for a while. It's like a strength trainer. You got to be married to me for a little while. You can't just come in my gym 2 times and be like, yo, I train with DM, and he's still going to get his behind kicked because he ain't put enough pain in. Like, it's just like that, Now, you put the time in, you get some consistency. Now this kid has a routine. So when he gets to college, whether it's staying at this one school for 4 years or 5 years like Tom Brady did, or like how we talking about this new era, I'm at Rutgers and now I'm at AIC, or I'm at AIC and now I'm here, wherever it's at. That's cool. It's not a problem because I'm so used to, my routine that I got something built up. So that's what I'm going to say about it. I think the only thing that we can do on the high school level is just trying to make sure these guys get a good routine
I don't agree with this comment at the bottom. The youth level, you're not developing a damn quarterback. You're developing an athlete. Throw the open ball. Like it's.
Yeah.
I do kind of agree with him a little bit.
Okay, what we got here? The quarterback has to be developed in the youth football leagues leading up to the high school level, then college, and possibly playing in the NFL. What do you think? Okay.
So here, my opinion with it is going back to that video you showed of the 6U snapping up and coming out. That's not teaching football. That's teaching I'm going to win at all costs. I want to teach. I'm coaching 12U. I've been coaching my son since he's 10 years old. He's a wide receiver, but I want him to learn football. And like Daniel said, okay, that kid who's quarterback today might not be a quarterback when he gets to high school, but I want him to get to high school and understand football. So that's my job as a youth coach, to train them to be football players. If it's a quarterback, if it's a lineman, if it's a defensive end, but having them understand, okay, this is an A gap, that's a B gap. Like all those little things, I shouldn't have to rely on the freshman coach to have to teach them if they're playing youth football. That's my job to do it. So that when they get into high school, now the high school coach can start refining those skills and now edging them to a specific position that they might be more beneficial to them. But like I said before, like I'm teaching my wide receiver on Smash, read the flat defender. Don't just pick out a guy. So in my mind, that's developing a quarterback at a youth level. Because I'm not just saying, hey, just throw the ball up.
You got me on a technicality there, Mike. Of course, we need to be teaching them football. I'm not worried about them, reading coverages and learning a 5 progression read and all that stuff. So you're right. But they should all be learning that, right?
Kill, get into it, and we'll jump to another one after you, Kill.
I disagree. I disagree as well. I think you can teach quarterbacks to develop at the youth level. I've personally seen it. R.I.P. Dwayne Haskins, but he played for the same Pop Warner team that I played for, and they developed him since he was 6 at the quarterback position. Now that's rare. Of course, it's a rarity, but it can be done.
Right.
If you have the right coaches staying with that kid. And I do believe in developing a quarterback, even though he may eventually change his position. By developing him, you're just making him better for the next position he's going to play regardless. So there's no reason for you not to develop him as a quarterback. Me as a trainer, I try to teach all my kids to learn the game as a quarterback. Because if you can learn the game as a quarterback, every other position on the field, you're going to be that much better at because you know everything that's going on. So I think everybody should be developed that way at the youth level.
And I'll turn this to baseball perspective. My son's learning. My son's also a catcher right now, and what that's doing is putting the whole baseball game in front of him. And if you think about Major League Baseball coaches, a lot of them are catchers because they're seeing the game from a different perspective. They're learning the game of baseball as opposed to they're learning how to catch. Same thing what you're saying, Coach Kill, is they're learning football. They're not just learning the quarterback position. So my son's the backup quarterback, but he's a wide receiver. And I get on him. I'm like, well, why'd you throw the ball there? He's like, well, I'm like, that if you're covered in the flat, why would the quarterback throw it to you? So it's teaching him the game of football from a different perspective. So just like you're saying, it's teaching them football. So yeah, Daniel, I wasn't trying to jump on you about that with the technicality, but that's my opinion because at the youth level though, where I do disagree with William, it's a lot of daddy ball. And that's the problem is you got daddy, my kid's the quarterback because I'm the head coach. And it's a volunteer position, so who are you to tell me anything? So that's where the conundrum is.
So I got 3 things, right? One,
that's it.
As a coach, you got to know your strengths. Hey, June, why you touching stuff, June? There you go, yo. I might tell you touch that. You got to know your strengths and your weaknesses. I can tell a quarterback where this receiver going to go, where that receiver. I can say, listen, this linebacker is going to read this and that if he's gone there. But the feet work, the fundamentals, I can give them that, but I can't give them the way they need. So if somebody come in and say, hey, I can teach the quarterbacks, boy, listen, this guy is going with you. But like I think Daniel X is these kids saving these coaches with their skill set. I had a 6-foot quarterback this year, and I had like a 4'5" quarterback, like 4 feet tall. He was fast, but he could throw. If a hole opened up in that line and somebody looked like they was coming through, he gone. He gone. He was not waiting. He was not looking. Right. So every week, nobody's covering after 15 yards. Everybody down the field open, but he don't have the patience to see it. So I kept telling him, listen, be a man, stand in the pocket, plant your feet.
Be a man.
He would not. He just kept running. They're not open. You ain't even looking at it. So finally, the one time he stood there and took that hit, ball was pretty. It was so beautiful just going down the field. But
I hope they caught it.
No, it hit right on his fingertips. God
damn. Run, son, run.
I give him short shit. We got quick slants and we got speed out. Get the ball, turn your hips, let it go. That's what you have to give him because he's not going to have the patience to look anywhere else. You know what I mean? But in practice, I'm throwing dots.
I did what you said. I looked the barrel in the gun. I got hit in the mouth, and that kid dropped the ball. Right now, we are running low.
So
now, Coach Samuels, how tall are you?
Me, I'm like 5'9".
Okay. Have you ever stood behind guys like me? 5 guys like me?
No,
or bigger. I'm 6'3".
I never stood there. So that's
because
why
Coach, I think Coach Daniels can probably attest to that. Well, no, it's not even that nobody wants to get hit. I'm 6'3". You're 5'9".
Right.
If I'm the smallest, but if I'm the smallest lineman and that slant is coming over the middle, you're not seeing that slant. Yeah, there you go, Coach.
No, that's why
where you at?
I listen. I tried to give him everything short underneath.
Okay.
Just to work on it, but
why you got to go with the short jokes, man? 4'5". Why you got to do that?
Listen, but when he does take off, he will run for 25, 30 yards. He will
money in the bag. Money in the bag.
No, but it's not money in the bag.
Draw that play up. We got QB power ready to go.
See, that's not the play though. So the people on the sideline looking because we losing, but he's not doing what I tell him to do. But we losing, so it fall back on them. Oh, them dumb old coaches.
Extreme ownership, coach. Extreme ownership.
100%.
But listen, tell them only go 20 instead of 25, but get out of bounds.
There you go. There you go. Hey, look. Hey,
so
what you got? Come on.
At the youth level, I always ask, all right, these kids are 10 years old. What should they be taught at 10 years old? All right, these kids are now 11 years old. What should they be taught at 11 years old? Because it's a progression every year. And everybody keeps saying, oh, whatever you running, that's what you teach them. No, I need to know what they should know at the high school level to get them ready to go there. You know what I mean? Like, and I guess that would, because this before I got to high school, if you had a feeder system, you could go talk to the high school coaches and let them know. Like, but when you working with some of these people, they'd be like, oh no, these are our kids. We're gonna teach them what we want them to know. You know what I mean?
They need to know. They need to know what's the simplest thing you ever learned as a coach. They need to know gaps. They need to know alignment.
How to get in the stance.
They need to know what are the
ball
pass
off the right way.
Over here, out there, right? What are the pass zones? Teach them those.
Yeah.
No matter what position they play on defense, that can help.
Hey, Dan, I think you agree with me. The one thing you can do in this game, don't try and reinvent the wheel. We call it the KISS drill. You know, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. You know, and it go a long way. Like, you know, don't try to overcomplicate it, especially when we talking Little League. I mean, like, still trying to figure out how to tie my shoes. You sitting there talking about something you want me to read, this, that. Look, what does the play call for? Okay, play calls for out. Well, give them the proper steps on out. Are you under center? Are you shotgun? You know, a lot of these things matter, you know, but I think the biggest thing that needs to be stressed on a Little League level, when I did coach the Little League level, Joan, I know you was the same way, is fundamentals. Fundamentals. Like, the basic stuff goes a long, long way. And
Yeah, but
then
when
you know what?
Put a big underline underneath that FUN part. Make it fun for them too.
Make it fun. Yeah, that's definitely it. But when you do that, now you're getting something out of it. Now they're getting something out of it, you know. But when you start overstressing them, I told you read the backer. The backer's trying to come on. He's 11. He's like, please, he'd much rather be at Great Adventure than being here right now. Like, come on, stop. So, you know. But hey, look, I got about a half left, Brandon. I'm not gonna be here all night. June, let's set it off.
Definitely ask one more question.
I know you was. That's why I cut you short.
Man,
Let's set it off. Let's talk about what you got upcoming matchups of last week. What we doing? The big week that passed off last week.
Yeah,
you know.
I had a couple of final scores, man. You know how we doing Off the Top Sports, man. We pretty much cover Essex County football. You know, a lot of people want us to cover a lot more counties, but we sticking to what we know, and especially Essex County football.
No,
so
we're gonna get a kill on. He's gonna start letting us know how they doing in Central Jersey.
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna turn this
crazy.
thing up.
West, that's Essex only. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He said, listen, look, don't tell him he be all right. He be all right.
Yeah.
Look, I'll let you give us some scores down there for some of your guys down there too.
Yeah,
but right
definitely.
now we're gonna talk about this Essex joint. Go ahead, John. What you got?
Yeah, man. As you can see, man, we had Coach Grant on here earlier. Man, West Orange pulling off victory 35-0 over Piscataway on Friday night. I had, I was right there to watch it, man. Definitely.
Tell me about your experience, man. You know, you was in the mountain. You know, big playoff game. Hey, I'm just asking. I've never been there as like a fan. You just want to know, like, what was the experience like up there, man?
Hey, it was a good feeling, man. It was good. It was good. It was good, man.
Jumbotron lit up pretty nice, right? Like, man, I think it's a pretty crazy experience, but I'm not a fan. I'm just coach walking around,
Nah, you know what I didn't know? I didn't notice. I had like a what's the clock that the refs used? The
40-second clock. The play clock.
Yeah. I didn't know y'all had that. I was at the first game. I didn't notice it, but yeah, I'm like, damn, I got it good.
That comes in handy. That comes in handy because hey Mike. Sometimes I get some guys I don't know if it's 25 or 40 seconds. So now I get to hold that rep accountable a little bit too. Like, start that clock, and now we all know how much more time I got left. So that's
all right.
definitely
I got to ask you, because there's only 2 teams down in my area that are that are using that, and it's a remote control that our deep official has to use. Is that being done in the play box upstairs by an official, or is that being by the guy on the field?
Guy on the field. He's the one that's kind of setting it up. You can see him every now and then, like just giving you one of these looks just to make sure it's setting and going at the same time. So I guess it's that same back official who would normally have it.
Has the chop, yep.
Yeah, he's the one that's kind of running the show on that because he still walks out on it and everything. But it really helps out because you end up when you got a guy like my guy Coach Grant, he's trying to get a play call in, and Lord knows he's squeezing the juice out the headphones. So it's like it's like, hey, Grant, hurry up, 3. Like, all right, yeah, it's 3. Time out.
Yeah.
So you need that. But yeah, we definitely had that there, and then as you can see. East Orange beat Ridgewood in Ridgewood. Ridgewood was the number 1 seed in the Group 5. So a big shout out to them. Big shark shout out to them guys. And they'll be coming up to West Orange. And they've been the Road Warriors as of late, right? The first game was at home against Montclair. That was a payback game.
Yeah.
Right? And then Ridgewood was kind of a payback game because of the basketball.
The basketball side.
Right. And now they got West Orange, another payback game. So
could they go 3 for 3 on the payback game?
I'm just a host, sir. I'm not here to speak on that. So but I will say it's gonna be an exciting one, the battle of the oranges, like Mr. Hathaway said. EO versus Woe is always a phenomenal game. You could throw the records out the window because, score averages, throw those out the windows. It's like the Hatfields and McCoys right here, man. Since we can't get along, we're gonna get it on. So
listen,
that's what you're
gonna see.
Last time
these 2 teams was on the field, It was some defense playing, hard hitting.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the final score was 7-0.
Mhm,
So,
mhm. So big shout out to them.
yeah.
You know,
I
you
don't know
got
if we're gonna see that this
Shabazz.
time. Mhm.
You got Shabazz. Now they went on the road as well. Now they're the real road.
They're the
warriors.
real Road Warriors. They are the real Road Warriors. They've been doing this the last 2 years, going on the road and taking care of business, man.
Yeah.
Shout out
And
to Coach
Westwood, I
Nas.
believe, was the top seed, right?
Yep.
Westwood's the top seed, and that's the Group 2. Now
Group
let's
2.
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this now. Mike, Dad, Kill, Sheed. It's an interesting thing that's happened with some of these the North schools, I want to call them, right? So like right around the time of when the season's about to start, they get the memo that everyone's moved to a new group. Shabazz has been Group 1 for the past, I don't know, 5 to 10, maybe 15 years now, right? Central was always Group 3 or Group 2. They went to Group 4. Weekway was Group 1. They went to Group 3. You know, it's interesting. So Shabazz, who pulls off the sectional title last year against Butler in the Group 1, now has been moved to Group 2. And Westwood, who won the whole Group 2 last year, is like, man, this is sound like an uphill battle. The Bulldogs went out there, struck first blood with a pass to Ian Adrian. And then after that, you know, I believe Romello Tables, right, on a scamp up the sideline, he gets a touchdown. And I mean, he never looked back. So big shout out to the Shabazz Bulldogs for making that happen. You got West Essex, took care of business against West Morris. You know, West Essex has been kind of rolling since that early loss that they had this year. I see, man. Big things going on.
Yeah, second year in a row they beat West Morris in the playoffs. Last year it was in the sectional title. This year it's in the semifinals, in the semi. So shout out to West Essex, man. Anthony Drago had a good game. For them, you know, running the ball and catching the ball. So West Essex move to the next round. I believe they play. I forgot who they play.
Shabazz got Bernards this week.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Old Tappan. Old Tappan's another juggernaut, another team.
And I believe West Essex lost to. That was the first game of the year. They lost to Old Tappan in the first game.
So they're gonna try and get it back. We'll see.
Yeah.
Interestingly, Glen Ridge lost to Butler. Like I said, they lost to Shabazz last year. Clearly, Butler had something else on their mind this year, so we're not dropping. We're gonna keep moving along. So
the fact that Butler and Cedar Grove are in there since I was up in Essex County in the 90s, they're always in there. It's insane how good those programs are.
Yeah, they're always. Like you said, Cedar Grove, you see them at the bottom, man. I mean, look, man,
10-0.
They're just rolling.
They're
just rolling. But like you said, Mike, that's a town that's rolling. You know, when you see that, you don't say, "Oh, that's Cedar Grove High School." Now that's the town. That's from the kids coming up. You know, you got people investing in the town. They transforming the grass field, the turf fields for the little guys. They're not playing at all. They're not playing at all with it. So you know, and that's the wrap up right there on the county. Like I said, I already gave the big shout out to she. Who you guys got in the first round? DePaul Catholic.
We got Paul the 6th.
Paul 6. Okay, that's Friday night. They're gonna do that at your house.
Yeah, Friday night at DePaul, 6 o'clock.
So big shout out to DePaul Catholic getting themselves ready. They got a good one against Paul 6. The non-public A is kicking off this week. I know. Speaking on the county, you got Seton Hall Prep going up to Bergen Catholic. So, you know, grand opening, grand closing. You know, I don't know how that's going down. Hey, listen. Hey, look. Hey, I got time. You feel me? I told you. When we got here, I had time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell people, man, you find yourself in the prep, man, come on up. Man, you don't need a prep. Come on up.
Here you go, man.
Hey, man.
Coach Sheed,
go ahead. What you
Coach
got?
Sheed, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Being a short conference guy, we don't have many of the parochial schools down here. We got 3 or 4 of them. Do you guys play any of the public schools, or are you just purely a parochial schedule?
Yeah, we play all the parochials. So we're in Group 3.
Yeah.
But we play up to Group 4. So we play the Boscos, we play the Bergens, the Bartons. We play those. Now, when we break off into the playoffs, that's when we go into our group. which is
Okay.
North Six, Saint, those type of schools. St.
'Cause
John
I-
Vianney, RBC.
Hey, look, that's some advice that Camden Catholic got to get. Camden Catholic come up here 9-0, go against Pope John 2-7, and got smoked. It can't happen, man. You got to spar with the best.
Yeah,
in
you got
order
to
play
get
with
battle
the best.
tested. Got to
Yeah.
get battle tested.
The only reason I'm asking is just from being down in this area. I've had Toms River North, who is one of the public schools down here that's been really good. And I've had Winslow in a couple of playoff games. They're further south from us, and they're pretty loaded this year. Millville too. I was just wondering if they made the way up north, because I know I went to Montclair. I know the differences in the football, but those three schools are pretty legit for the area.
Yeah. They don't really frequent up these waters too much.
Yeah.
Like Millville danced with Irvington 2 years or 3 years ago, I believe, with Coach Smoke.
Yes, I
I think that was only in the playoffs, right?
Okay.
I don't know if they got a first game, a regular season game. Maybe
They did. They did. Remember
They
they
did get the
battering the Raritan, not Raritan. It was at Rutgers they played that first game.
Okay.
But okay, so that they came up. Toms River, they don't come up. I like what they do. They just stand. They stay down there. They whoop up on everything down there and look and see who the best coming out from up here. So and it's been pretty good for them. Winslow, I think they'll play those games in the Battle of the Beach. So every now and then you might get a team from up here that might go down there to rock with GA. I think Battle of the Beach and rock against those guys. So, but I get it.
I'd be interested to see how Winslow would hold up against some of the parochials from up north. Winslow is. They're a public school from South, but they're like a parochial with it. They get kids from different areas that end up at their school. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something right. And I mean, their whole position set is just loaded this year.
Now, Mike, I could tell you from experience, we at West Orange, we used to play parochials. Obviously, that everybody used to get the multipliers. So everybody wanted to play at least one private. One public school, one private school, whatever the case may be. And I mean, in the COVID era, we did St. Peter's. St. Peter's smoked us. And I could also use St. Peter's again because they beat Union City this year, right? And so it's like you get to see the levels clearly, that is certain levels to what they do and to what we do. But I can speak from the public school aspect. If you look at that, the fireworks are coming because the show's about to start. So, it's one of those things that your team, like we just talked about, battle tested. You get some really good lessons out of that. You get to figure out which one of your guys are warriors, which one of them are practice heroes, and you can go on a tear. I think if you ask me, that's a big part of Union City's success this year. They're rolling dudes too, but when you go up against a non-public, and again, we talking about St. Peter's. I didn't tell you to go to Oradell. Like you just went over to Caven Point. Got a little. All right, now going back, but everything rolled out right for them. You know what I mean? You just want. My thoughts was try to leave that game unscathed. It's an uphill battle. Work your best. Let's see if your best work. Because if it works against this team. But when I play Caldwell or one of the locals, I'll be great. I'll be really good. So, because of, what they have as far as talent-wise, like we talk about, you can talk about his offense, man. Like, DePaul's offense is crazy. You got Boston College, you got Notre Dame, you got, Ohio State, you got Derek Zem, he got 30 offenses daggone or something. You got Big Mike Bright on one side, he got a ton of offers. So, there's guys around there. So, if my public school defensive end can hold against Mike Bright, if my linebacker can squeak through the line and get a hold of Derek Zimmerman, Derek can move. You know what I mean? This helps me. So when I'm playing the next public school team, I got something. I know I got something. But if I don't play any of them, then it's kind of tough for you to kind of talk your talk a little bit, if you ask me. You know what I mean? But Kill, what's moving down there, man? I know Somerville is rolling down there. Piscataway just got back. Tell them to get their garbage bags. Go wrap it up.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I follow my guys, man.
Give But give me your guys and where they at, man. Talk
Well,
to me.
you see what Ville doing.
That's why I said the Ville,
listen,
bro.
They ain't been in a close game yet. Not even
Man,
a
I
close
like
game.
that.
Listen, I start watching that game. I turned the game off by halftime. Game over by halftime. So
Right now.
they looking good. They got Delsey this week.
For the good one.
7 seed. They knocked off two top seeds.
Okay.
So I'm looking at that, seeing if it's going to be a good one. You know, I got my guy over at Barton that I'm watching.
They're opening up this week, right?
Yep. So you know, I'm just keeping my eye open. It's over for Middlesex County though. I think Woodbridge had a good year, but they
lost to Northern Highlands, man. And it's interesting. You know, Kill. You know, I talked to one of our mutual friends about that, and I was saying, you know, just tell Coach. I know you can't talk like that, but tell him the Highlands are tricky, man. Like they ain't coming down there and just the usual of what you've been seeing. Exactly. They're going to come with some different type of stuff. And, you know, this is what we're talking about, Mike, you know, about traveling, you know, getting out, seeing the different competitions. You kind of be ready for certain things. And this is the time when you want to be ready for them. I kind of felt like I knew it was one of them things, Kills. I say, this is not going to be a good matchup. I don't like this.
Yeah. But right now, Middlesex County, we had a down year. We had a down year across the board. The teams that were supposed to be good didn't end up, you know, coming to play.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens next year.
No doubt. You know, Titan. Look, tell them to come train with 4Q Elite. You know what I mean?
Listen, all I can do is give them the information. What the kids and the parents do with that. Listen, the success speaks for itself, man.
Awesome. Hey, B, what's up? You want to break down some of the damn recruiting films real quick? Like I said, I'm only giving you 15 more minutes. I'm not on here all night. I say this every week, Kill. I'm not going to be here all night.
So you're going to explain to the new people what DM recruiting is?
Definitely. So check it out, fellas. DM recruiting is something, obviously, you know, the man, the myth, the legend over there, Mr. Brandon, has told me something about how we can help some of the young athletes, you know, from different areas, you know, and I really want to find under-recruited dudes. Like, it's kind of easy to find the guys, like, you know, I spoke about that she guy, like how Kill was talking about Phil. You know, those guys, you know, you can find those guys. But, you know, we're trying to get some light on some of the other guys that's not getting that light shined on them. So what we've been asking is for, you know, try to get 3 of the top clips from a kid. You know, obviously, you know, it's not something that I don't want to huddle link because, again, what this is just an intro. All right. So you got myself, you got Dan, you got B. We're just using our networks in our areas to try to send just these little 5-clip, 4-6-clip play to these coaches in their Twitter inboxes or to their emails and saying, hey, listen, it's a kid over in Connecticut. You know, you like it, check it out. Boom. You know, and that's just the intro. So that's what we wanted. And then obviously we asked for a few things. We asked for, you know, your name, we asked the school you at, your Twitter handle. I think she spoke on the Twitter handles being your name, not, you know, nothing extra, obviously. And so, you know, and then after that, you know, get an email. So yes, we're sending it out, right? Or I'm sending it out, whatever, but they might want to contact you. And so we want to make sure that contact is there. And so, you know, we last segment, we opened it up. We had about, I think we had 5 guys, I think, that we brought up. You know, a quarterback, a receiver, a tight end, you know, a couple of the guys running backs. So we brought those guys to the light, you know, and it was interesting because, I mean, then when B replayed it out and put it on Twitter and he put it on it was Instagram. Now the other kids like, yo, I got some clips too. So it's perfect. You know, the network is helping these guys out. We're getting out there, it's growing. You know, you got your little league guy down there, Mike. You want to shine some light on him? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can put a clip together for him too. You already know. But so that's what we're doing right here, man. And I'm loving it. You know, like I said, something that we can do to just help some of the guys. Again, like I say, voice of the voiceless, right? So that's what we're doing. Like you said, this is what we got right here. I'm recruiting. I love it, man. I'm telling you, I'm about to get this guy a raise, y'all. I don't know. Y'all got to chip in for me. I don't know if I can afford him anymore.
Listen. All right. So again, this is DM recruiting. last week. One of the kids, I showed the quarterback, and why does it look like that?
Hey, you the engineer, big dog.
It's crazy. And I showed one of the other kids, and like she was like, I showed the quarterback. I'm trying to get the quarterback out there, and she was like, "Who's that wide receiver, sir? That's not." And he was making some plays, and then I put it out there, and so I record us talking over it, and I put a clip out there so the kids can hear the feedback. And then the kid hit Sun up was like, "Who's that guy asking about me?" And I don't know who he is. I know he got like 9 rings. He show him every show. He up in Jersey. It ain't that far away. If you want the contact information, I give it to you. All right, but about it. But only got one kid from Maryland this week. And then he sent me a 3-minute huddle link, which I had to do the work of getting the video and putting it up here. But we're gonna rock out what we got. Again, I don't know why this is like this, and it's about to irritate the shit out of me because it's not supposed to be like this.
It's because you're sharing a full screen instead of a tab. If you just share the tab, it won't do that.
But see, but it's not. It didn't do that with the other clips though. So I don't know. Don't worry about it. We about to figure it out though. So this kid I'm about to show is from.
You gotta lose your penny raise. I told you, you got a penny. You're gonna lose it.
This kid is from Mervo. He's from Mervo. They won the championship last year. So yeah, they call him Tank. Okay, so all feedback is welcome. So he know what he's doing wrong. What the hell? So he know what he's doing wrong.
All right, here we go. What you got? Nose guard. All right.
I think this one was the interception.
Yeah, right place at the right time.
Yeah. And crazy. They playing against my son team right there.
Go back. I'll let it replay. I want to see that from the beginning, see where he's coming from. Okay. Okay. Off the rip, I'm telling you right now what I'm seeing. I'm seeing pretty agile, but I'm also seeing he really is 290. You know, it might be a little more than 290. You know, so cutting some of that down, probably get to a good 285, 280, really might help him out. So hell, even 270, you know, because game is fast, you know, and then some of the times they look at these films, they go, I see you making these types of plays on kids that you might be bigger than, but then what happens when the size and the speed comes out, you know, when it's equal. So, but he's definitely making plays in the backfield. And of course, a lot of guys want to see that defensive line making plays in the backfield. You know, look, like I said, real active feet. One other thing I probably want to check out is I want to see how active he is with his hands.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, hands right now.
Yeah, if he has active hands, that's another thing that we're looking for as D-line guys. You know, his get off looks to be good. Yep, get on, get off. His get off looks to be really solid right there. Yeah, like I said, from what I'm looking at, it's just Don Mass's opinion. You know, just make sure you're in a decent shape. Having a good shape. You know, the game is fast. Like I know where we coach at, man, we run tempo, so you might tire out chasing some guys around. So ain't nobody gonna want that.
And just a word of advice for all the D linemen. Make sure you circle who you are before the play, because a lot of coaches like to look at your get off. If you're first off the ball, if you're last off the ball, that's really important, especially for a big guy like that. Your get off is going to be very, very important. So definitely try to highlight where you are and who you are before the snap for the defensive lineman. so they can really see that, like Max was saying, your get off, your hand placement. Are you pressing and locking? Or are you just a big guy leaning on people? So
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Coach. Those first couple clips that they showed was already well into the play.
Yeah. Like when I said you had to come back to it, that's one of the things where you want to definitely identify. And since he got huddle, there's definitely a huddle clip right there. Man, it should be no brainer. You know what I mean?
He
No
looks
brainer. How you doing?
athletic for his size. Like Max said, probably want to get that size down. But again, these colleges ain't got time to figure out where you are and who you are. Highlight it before the snap to make it easier for them to see where you at.
Hey, Joan, I think when we get to some other clips that we got from the other kids, we're going to talk about exactly that. I'm feeling the big Tank.
This is Tank, class of 2026. He's D tackle nose guard.
Oh man, Tank got another year. Tank, come on.
Baby.
Oh, get in with me, Tank. Get in with me, baby. Another year. Get in with me.
Here you go, boy.
I'm talking about training, baby. I'm retiring.
I know.
I'm retiring this year. Maybe I can send him up. Spend some time with me in Pro Edge. I'm going to Pro Edge. You already know.
All right. I think that's the last one, and then we flip over to Jersey.
Yeah, and Jersey guys is ignorant.
Sir.
Because we just talked about this. I'm telling you. Wait till you see it. We just talked about highlighting yourself. Highlight yourself. No, I need the clips. Here you go, Coach.
I want to get some of my kids, but we didn't pay for El Huddle, so I can't get some of my own kids because they don't have clips. That's a whole nother issue at hand. All right, let's go to Jersey.
I need a guy on here.
Hey, listen, you in the building now, man. So you already know.
Hold on, let me go back. I feel like we missed it. All right.
It's gonna be quick. You know what I mean? I might even have to slow mo it. So now, see, we're looking for them. You know what I mean? Like how Coach She said, you want to make sure you highlight yourself, on these clips, especially on that one. That one goes so fast. This is a bunch of white jerseys. So, again, we're talking about marketing yourself. In marketing yourself, you have to make sure people know who you are and where you are.
Yeah, college coach already turned this off.
Oh, shit. He said already turned it off. God.
Because it's just hard to find where he's at.
Yeah, we already watched 3 clips. We don't know who he is.
Yeah, like he's probably doing some good things. You just can't find him.
Right. So that's the first thing that we definitely want to stress to our viewers, parents, and young players. You have to identify yourself. You can't just play the video and be like, all right, I'm gonna send you the tackle I made. That's not it. Like, I'm gonna look for you because I'm your friend. I'm your guy. But we're trying to get this out to colleges. We're trying to get college coaches to look at that. And if you have trouble with finding out how to highlight yourself, then hey, that's why we got the #1 engineer in the world. Maybe he can circle you up a couple of times to figure out where you are. Well, let's roll it back. Let me see. I'll see if I know where he is. I'll say I can find him.
So I know we talked about that other thing. We got to work on that for next year, starting 2025. But we ain't get back to it.
Okay. So just pause it per clip.
Well, he right there. I
Yeah.
seen him before here.
Yeah. No. So
I mean that one is a little obvious.
Yeah, but like I said, we'll help the guys out. So now we're gonna talk about his play.
They got some real small linemen up there on the other team. And this one.
This one, you might as well just skip past this one. I don't know which one is it. Right.
Yeah, at the end right there, right? Number 4.
Bro, I don't know if he's taking on the block.
I think he's on the inside.
Yeah, straight middle linebacker.
Back, I think. Blitzing back on the inside. Shed the block.
Yeah.
Under, yeah.
So then if I had to talk about that shed, I need to make sure you're using your hands. Can't get caught up with the shoulder shrug stuff. And I guess that's him on the help tackle right there.
I was going to say, is that a half? Because
it looked like he got good closing speed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go to a different part of Jersey.
Yeah, let's see. So now, like I said, that's East Stars campus. That's young Abdul. Now we got Jerome out of Bayonne. Jerome Hayes Jr. plays wide receiver and linebacker. I know you guys ain't heard of a mix like that in a while, huh?
His daddy was a beast, though.
Oh, yeah. We are in state.
So if he plays linebacker and wide receiver, is he fast or is he tough? Like, because that's a weird combination.
I think I'll say he play more outside backer, right? Like a nickel. It depends what defense he in too.
I'm a little biased because I know him. He's a backer. He's probably just a playing receiver because he's one of their better players.
Yeah,
at Bayonne, but he's a true linebacker.
Middle, Coach E? Middle linebacker?
He can move. He can move around.
Damn.
Yeah, he could play inside or outside.
Yeah.
If you know who his dad is Jerome Hayes. He's thick. Yeah, he's built
So
like his father.
let's go. Hey, pause it there. Go back. Let's pause it. So that way I can actually show June exactly where he's at on this one. And again, this is just us again. So we're talking about these guys and, identifying yourself.
Yeah.
So the stand-up backer. Oh, did I do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So that's him right there, there in the middle.
Mix. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all see what I was talking about? I thought when y'all said linebacker, I thought he'll be like out more outside backer. God damn. That is, no. That's a weird mix, though. You like a receiver,
like she said, he's coming from good stock.
Yeah.
Right. His father is, it was like that. I believe won the state title when he was playing at Bayonne. Now he's head coaching at Bayonne and everything.
Okay.
Went to Penn State, Letterman, the whole 9 yards type of thing. So, like I said, he's one of them guys that come from good stock. And yeah, he is playing another position because, like she did say, he's probably one of the better guys, more consistent guys at it.
Okay.
As you can see, I believe he caught 2 fade balls. And the first one I'm gonna attribute that to a good catch. I like the concentration on it. I really want to get to that next one because that next one was the one when he makes the catch and he pulls away. Like that's what they're looking for. They're looking to see you get away. I think this is the clip right here, right? Yeah. Top of the screen. Get the release, track the ball, and I'm out of there. Again.
I got a question.
Talk about
you play wide receiver and you play safety. Do you pit 2 different clips together, or do you pit them together and you say I could play both when you send it to these recruiters?
One tape.
One sided? You only sending one side kill?
No. You one tape. You put both sides on it.
Yeah. That's what I would do. I mean, I'm always big on trying to show your versatility. So, I want to see, honestly, it'd be like, give me your best offensive, whichever one you really like. Like, you're a kid trying to be a receiver. All right, give me your best receiver clip, then give me your best safety clip. You know what I mean? And it's got to be good, though. Like, don't give me a 70-yard touchdown, and then you just give me a pass deflection. Unless it's one of them good ones. I don't know. Because, like I said, you really want to put your best work up front.
And not only that, the reason you want to put just one tape is because, like we was talking about, these coaches don't have time to be open up 2 different tapes. So you want to put everything on one tape, make it easy for them.
So we just had 3 for this week, Bing?
No, Daniel, you good? You ready?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm ready to roll mine.
Okay, let's see what you got.
I'll present here. Let me open them up first. So what I've got, I went defense this week. This first one I'm going to show you is he plays tight end as well. He is the most physical kid I've ever seen on a football field. I don't know that I picked these. Some of them will highlight him before, but I'll tell you who he is. I've been hearing y'all talking about. Let's see. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. Yeah.
My kill last week, Dan gave us a beast.
Hey,
Beast running.
this is yes, that
Crazy.
cat could go too. So you should be seeing it now. So we'll just let it ride here. So this is actually the one clip from last year because he played DM, but I wanted to see him just manhandling folks.
I just missed all that shit.
I don't know how. We talked about
Word.
getting your hands on a guy. That's what we talked about with the other kid early.
Oh, I didn't. He's the outside linebacker here. He's about to. I screwed this up. I'll try to point him out from now on. He goes for a pick there. It's my fault. I pulled all these off huddle to make the clip. So when we run back through it, I'll pause it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just find the guy that's running into people.
Yeah, that's him, right?
5'11".
Yeah.
Number 44 here. He's coming out. He's working out to this flat, rocking that dude, and then he just keeps working.
Yeah, just find that guy. See, like, if you don't highlight who you are before, if you're doing stuff like this, it's easy to find.
We'll find you.
Yeah, we'll find you.
Pure violence. Pure
Yes.
violence. But
He is.
that's what you're looking for. You show
He's
me a
absolutely
clip. You
low. So
telling
looking at
me
44 here. He's gonna play a little tight end here, just so you can see him down block. This is the one clip. Once again, with minimal clips, I can't show his full body of work. Oh, I'm sorry. This is running a route. I didn't even get a down block. I just want to see them hands. Soft, baby.
them hands.
Tutties. Let me roll it back one more time. So here he's playing defensive end on the left side of the screen.
Yeah, this is the first one.
Yak.
Look at that.
I'll do sound effects. I don't care.
What he said? 25.
Right here, he's gonna play this outside linebacker, and this is just a patience play for me. I know the inside's going crazy, but he's just able to do his job, track the ball, give it here. Here, number 44, still he's sitting outside backer here, blowing shit up.
Yeah, he do not like this green team.
He kind of just hates everybody. You know what I mean? Like if you're not in purple and gold, you're gonna have a bad day. Here he's playing over here, like a stacked up outside backer.
Oh yeah, this the play right here. Boom!
Please come block me.
Them kids don't want to play no more.
Like I said, I messed this part up. He probably plays a better down blocking tight end than he does defensive on defense, but just causing havoc. I thought that was really good, just not getting chewed up by that little reverse play. And of course, soft hands. He does not currently have his own Twitter. The Twitter on there is our football team. So if anybody wanted to contact him, Coach will get him to the right place.
Okay.
So that's our first defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
Like,
I will.
that clip that he caught the interception on, like you if you understand linebackers, like guys understand the defense, that quarterback's rolling out. So the fact that he actually got to that sideline, that's what you're looking for. You know, again, these are the small things, but they're big things for guys. You know, he didn't have to go from the middle of the field and roll out and he's like, oh, I didn't know he rolled, and then had to haul ass over there. Nah, he recognized roll, got to his zone, extended his zone, and made a play. That's good heads up by him.
What's funny is he has a couple interceptions this year, and one of them is a screen. So we ended up talking earlier about how do you practice screens. And he picked off a slow screen on the outside. But yeah, he's a monster, dude. He's just very, very, very violent. We'll go here real quick. So this is gonna be number 42. You're watching inside backer. Some of his self-identified, but not all of them. So we're gonna be playing this inside backer here.
Man, you got some tackling machines, man. Last cat had 92. This guy got 102.
Yeah, so here he highlighted himself, outside backer. And this team right here punched us in the mouth all night long. But 42 here in the bottom middle of your screen. Nice shoulder square, working outside, reading flow.
Sniff that out early. Coming down, playing downhill.
He's your true, he is an inside linebacker. He's not going to step outside and play for you. he's all of his decoration stuff's in the way now. But he is a true psycho on the football field. He's the kid that, like, you have to give him that talk about. He actually fits the other thing we talked about tonight. Like, he might try to start a fight because he's just absolutely pissed all the time.
He's one of them live wires. That's all.
Yes,
right.
yes, he's the guy that before a big game, I'm telling him, listen, just talk with your pad, shut up. When we get up, point at the scoreboard and walk away.
Yeah, his name is Hank. That tell you everything you need to know.
He said red flag.
Yeah, hey man, Hank. Oh yeah.
And you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing high football IQ, and I'm seeing great film work, because he's going like that. He's going right away, so he's able to know where the play's going off rip. So he's got high football IQ. Either he's got extreme IQ or great film work, or a combination of both.
Our defense helps a little bit with those backer types. We're a big, like, 9-man spacing defense, so we're gonna fuck you up between the tackles or tight ends or whatever you want to run down there. But I mean, yeah, he's just he's quick trigger. So.
Awesome. So Kill, now you already see what we on. You know what I mean? So get you a couple of guys. Get they 3 clips. Try to get a couple of pictures of them if you can. I like to get the pictures on the side. Helps out a little bit. Make sure we get the whole identifying them guys. You know what I mean? We good to go. Maybe you might want to throw one together for Cardi. You know what I mean? See if we got.
I was just about to say, I guess we're gonna have to wait until after the season to get Sheed stuff, because he ain't trying
I
to
ain't
let
never
nobody
asked.
know
I guess I'm the big bad.
No, he got Jersey, man. Your man supposed to be taking kid Jersey, man. He got.
I get it. I got all the Boston College. I got some others like they.
Can I get a 12-year-old up here?
Oh, cool. Hey, Mike, I told you, man. You hook me up, bro.
You need to start. Hey, you need to start.
I got a couple of clips of my son here.
Mike needs to show us the officials that we need to be recruiting. Like, please come to Oklahoma to ref our games. You can replace this crew.
Is that a bad thing? Here we go. How do I do this?
Not at all. Not at all. Nah, listen.
I got to throw. Listen, I'm the hardest coach on my son. I got to throw him a little love every once in a while.
Man, look, I'll tell you.
Is that thing showing?
Bring him on. Yeah, we got.
This is him down here. I didn't highlight him. This is him down at the bottom here, wide receiver.
Okay, what
we were serious.
Okay. Okay, concentration.
Catch the ball.
Okay, make a guy miss.
Lose an ankle to that.
Hey, yak.
Yeah, good concentration. Like you said, everybody's saying yak, good yak.
Yeah, they are at the catch.
This is him again at the bottom. He likes to go routes. You got to throw him some love. He'd be like, Dad, what the hell are you on the damn phone for all night?
High pointing the ball. See?
Yeah. Went up to get that.
Made that one throw a tantrum.
Yeah. You get a 12.
I can't believe it.
And where is he? He's up top here. We're going to throw a little. Here you go with your screens. We got a screen going on up top there. To the boundary. Trips to the boundary.
Tunnel screen action happening right here. Nice. Bang, bang. Get in there.
Tall guys running screens. I like it.
So now I can tell my son that I gave him some love.
You got a very quick first step.
What's that?
Very quick first step.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to say an anomaly? He's a wide receiver, defensive end.
There we go. Got another one, boys.
We got one of those. But I don't think he should be playing defensive end. I think he should be like a nickel, but I don't run anything.
It all depends on what your defense needs.
Hey, and it depends on who you got on the roster, man.
And every week these teams are putting 300 yards on us.
Best 11 kids got to play, and you fit them where they fit.
Fit them where they fit, man. Like, look, I got some guys. I got one guy that look like a Division I lineman, a defensive end. I got another guy that look like a Division 0 defensive end, and he make it happen. So
There you
Put the
go.
guys out there that can make the plays, and coach them up, coach. That's what we all say around here. Coach them up, coach.
Yep.
So that's how that goes. But nah, we're gonna bring everybody in on this right here. Because I just think the more help that we get, putting guys in certain positions, and then Kill, it kind of speaks for the brand too, right? So now when you say, "Oh, who you working with?" Well, do they help you with your film? Help you show you film? I mean, I've seen she get on the board. You know what I mean? Like, this is how we working on this and that. And now I'm gonna tell you about how to do your highlight tape, stuff like that. So
Absolutely. I make sure once the season's over, I'm making sure my guys are getting their mid-season highlight tapes. Yo, get your mid-season ready. Send it to me first before you post anything. And then the same thing at the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what these colleges are looking for. A lot of the times these high school coaches, aren't telling these kids how to set up their highlight tapes, what colleges are looking for, what you should be doing in the beginning, what music you got behind it, all this other stuff. It plays a factor in how long they're gonna keep that tape on.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's gonna be key. That's gonna be key.
I think your headphones messing up your sound, DM, because you ain't normally use those, and it's not as crisp as it normally be. But
Oh, it was him all night.
yeah, all night.
Oh wait, why did he wait to the end of the night?
Because it wasn't always bad. It was just toward the end.
There go the penny raise. It's over. I had it for you, and now out the window. You just blew it.
I'll send you a penny for truth and honesty.
Listen, I'll throw you a nickel for letting my 12-year-old get up on the screen. So,
see, there you go. See there, B. One door closes and two more open. My God. But like
hey,
I
listen,
said,
Daniel and I have buy me a beer. I'll buy you a beer.
I need to
there you go.
I need to get a buy me a beer.
Yeah, but nah, man, like I said, thank you guys, man, for coming out, man. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all know that every 2 weeks, Kill, welcome to the family. You know what I mean? This is something dope that we're going to be doing. Mike, whenever you got time to stop in, man, feel free. You're never going to be no stranger around here, you feel me? Like
Appreciate
I said,
you guys.
I love what we're doing. Like I said, like I told you guys, I started to do something to be something really more informative for parents and kids out there, because we all know there's a lot of garbage that's out there too. So, hopefully we could be the good guys out there and forming something really dope. But, eventually, like, listen, B, some of these things that we're going to be doing right there, the services on how to put the film together, may not cost you a little, may not cost you a lot, but it's got to cost something. So we're going to make sure that people do got to, support at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? That's what all this can come down to. You support us and we support you, and it works together. Teamwork made the dream work. June, thanks for popping in. I didn't want to take too much of that. You got a big show on Tuesday.
Yeah. I got a couple of coaches coming through.
Tomorrow too.
I got a couple of coaches coming through Tuesday, man. We got a conversation we want to talk about that stirred up in the group.
I know. So that's why I said, I didn't want to take too much. That's why I didn't want to add that topic as well.
Yeah.
When I got to give you some fire too, big dog. We're going to work together. You know what I'm saying? Brandon, you always know, man, without you, it don't work. Even though my headphones were stunk for the whole 2 hours, but it's all right. I'll fix it the next 2 hours. So, hey, when the next time we're going to jump it off? I think we said the first.
So, every 2 weeks would, I think, hit us at Thanksgiving weekend. So, you know what I mean? That's family time. We can't ask.
About to be traveling and stuff in my face, Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm
let's definitely going to be putting weight on around that time. So I doubt if I'll be here.
So let's go December the 1st. That'd be 3 weeks.
December 1st will work. Hopefully, I don't know. I think season's all the way be over by then. Is it grand finale maybe around that time? I think.
So do y'all play our championship games in a like a special place? Like our championship games are always at the Naval Academy in down Annapolis.
So hey, look, B, for like little guys, like us, we only get to kind of play in like cute stadiums like Shy, that's Rutgers Field right there. You know, that's kind of where we get to go if you make it to the tippity top, right? You know, it's other guys, you know, like over here.
Yeah,
you know, they play where the pros play. Yeah, right. That's where he is on your screen, Mike. He's over there. Yeah, they play where the pros play. Okay, you know, like it's called I think MetLife Stadium right there. Is that she? Maybe you can help me. I don't know. What is it, she?
Yeah, you terrible, man.
Yeah, nah. The big money places play at MetLife. You know, and listen, I'll tell you this from experience, honestly. When I coached the East Stars in 2007, we played at MetLife. When I coached at Shabazz, we played at King, right? Never played at Rutgers. I didn't coach a game at Rutgers yet. Smaller colleges fit way better than the bigger places. Like, I mean, phenomenally better, like, because you have schools who don't have, like, you heard Coach Grant said the enrollment, right? So yeah, West Orange might come with a lot of people, but then you got, like we talked about, Mike, Cedar Grove. That's a Group 1 school. You put that Group 1 school in MetLife, and
we just had that Saturday. We had a 4A, 3A game. Everybody there, whole pack. 20 minutes later, we had 1A. Boom! It's 15 people in the whole stadium. Ain't this some shit? Like,
it's no atmosphere. It's no real atmosphere. But like I said, you put that game in Bowie State Stadium, you're working with something. And then the other reason I like it, and I wish we kind of use a lot more of our college stadiums, because like she just said, everybody ain't going to the Boston colleges, man. Yeah. So it would be awesome to get the game at Rowan, awesome to get the game at Montclair State, TCNJ, wherever these schools are. So now we can kind of market our in-state schools, man. Monmouth need to have a game. I mean, let's show them all off. Don't just show Rutgers, but I mean, I get it. I guess if Rutgers is paying or collecting the money, then that's what it is. I don't know. MetLife is taking the big deal, the big games, but you got to think. You got the number 1 team in the state, number 2 team in the state. They're not just bringing their fans. They're bringing fans, and they're bringing people from all over. You want to see what the best look like. I mean, I've been to 2 games myself and coaching somewhere else. You know what I mean? So it's just like that. You just want to see the talent, And by the way, I was very disappointed in the young man that wore number 4 in the other jersey. Wow.
I ain't saying nothing, man.
Disgusting. But anyway, hey, Kill, guys need to start training with the right people. I see a lot of 7-on-7 signs popping up and everything. And I do put a poll up. I think we talked about this last time. I support 7-on-7. I don't want people to think I don't support 7-on-7. I do not support the culture of 7-on-7. Man, she had these conversations all the time. Mike, we talk about how, trying to prevent crash outs. A lot of the crash outs are born in that type of area right now. So I don't support that. But I do support 7-on-7, but not 7-on-7 alone. And you got a lot of guys who do 7-on-7 alone. There are a lot of programs who do 7-on-7 alone. And that's not where you want to be. You want to find you a good program that's going to do 7-on-7, not practice for 7-on-7. You want training.
Yes.
7-on-7 training. You put it together, you come back a better person. You just 7-on-7, it's not going to work. Go ahead, Kill.
A lot of these kids think that they just go, if they join a 7-on-7 program, like that's getting good work. All work is not equal. All work is not equal. And a lot of these programs, they do the BS 7-on-7 where they're not really teaching these kids nothing. You got to go to a program where you're going to learn the game at a higher level and get work. Like the way I run my 7-on-7 practices is we training. We're going to learn the game and we're going to train. Right? A lot of programs don't even practice. Kids don't even got to go to practice.
No, yeah, just show up.
Which I don't get that.
Here we go. We're running this. We're running this. Here we go. You got that. You got this. Run it.
But hey, it's tough. It's tough.
But like we said, do your homework. That's what I always say, and I hope people are doing their homework. If you want to ask me a question, you can, because I have no dog in the race. I do not have a 7 on 17. So you can always feel free to ask me whatever you want to ask me. And like I said, look, B, you got me for 2.5 hours tonight. So now we closing this thing out.
All right, so when are you doing your defensive line training? Because I got one kid that's aggressive, but he's not there yet.
Okay, so I got defensive line training jumping off on December 1st. December 1st is going to be in Montclair.
Oh, that's a Sunday.
Court. Yeah, I'm doing everything on Sundays right now.
I got church on Sunday, sir. I can't.
Well, I mean, you got to drive up. I can't bring you up during the week, can I?
I don't know, maybe Saturday or something. Listen.
Well, listen. If you want me to hook it up, you can hook it up on a Saturday. Look, hopefully we get another one of them 70 days that we've been having last week up here, right? So we could get it on outside if you want, But look, I'm Big Papa Bear. Got to go inside when it get cold, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't out there like blowing my whistle when it's getting chilly out there.
We ain't got no indoor facilities down here, sir. We don't have. We don't have a lot of access to that.
Oh well, I got to pull to a couple of them, just a couple, maybe 2 or 3, that you come hang out at, But no, we'll talk about it, because I mean, if I do Saturdays, fortunately, right now I am like shit. I'm still in the race, so it's going to definitely have to be sometime in December, because I plan on being in the race for a good long time. You feel me? So that's how that's gonna go. But you already know. Let's see, Kill, you the new guy on deck, so go ahead and sign off first. Give us name, information, and like how to get in contact with you. Give us your, if you got the Twitter, give me the Twitter, the Instagram. Show's on you. You know what to do.
Yep. Kill Daniels, founder of Fourth Quarter Elite. We on Instagram. We on Twitter. You contact us at 4Q Elite. At 4Q Elite. That's both our Instagram and our Twitter. Hit us for all your training. Your 7-on-7 in the off season. We do all of that. I got a quarterback coach. I train all positions. I'm a one-man band. We got a line guy. Let's get to work, man.
Yes. Shout out to Big Dan Long. That's my guy.
Big Dan Long. Hey, the proof's in the pudding.
Hey, and Kill, let us know what location you at.
We down in Central Jersey, so Middlesex County, Somerset County. We down here, so come holler at us.
Right. And you guys heard, you got some pretty good guys. So, like I said, hopefully everybody sees this feed. Yep, I already know. I already seen it. So I seen this feed. This feed will go out on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. So again, everybody that's tuned in, you can find, my man Kill Daniels. They got a lot of stuff going on. She look like you ready to go. Go ahead, iron sharpens iron. Set it off.
Coach Sheed, like I said, defensive coordinator at DePaul Catholic. Do a lot of training at Pro Edge, DBs, receivers, sports performance for all levels. On IG, Coach Sheed. On Twitter, same thing. If you're interested in anything, just hit me up. That's about it. No rings tonight. I'm gonna chill tonight.
Oh man, yeah. I was hoping we was gonna get out of that.
Next question is, where'd you get the hat made?
Oh, this is something I got offline. Let me see. Yeah, a little that company right there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So. See, hey Dan, like I told you, that's where the money resides. Remember that?
Nah, this is like $13 though.
It's all the gold on the fingers, Coach. Like it's
Yeah, this is like $13. What did I say back there?
Hey yo, come on, no, you said. Hey B, see, and you didn't have to make it where it's all blown up on him. He was waiting for that. He was just he baited you in. Everybody, please get to know my good brother right here. He gonna bait you in, man. You got to be quick on the draw with him. Dan, go ahead and do your thing.
Hey, I'm Coach Daniel Chamberlain from Oklahoma. I do some podcasts, football coaching podcasts and coaching 101 podcast, where we teach new to highly experienced coaches how to do the fundamentals really, really well, and some fun stuff you can do for program, culture, X's and O's, whatever. I also run Chamberlain Football Consulting. Find me on patreon.com/Chamberlain Football Consulting. There's tiers there for basically everyone. If you need an assistant coach, if you need a guy to break down film, you need a guy to teach you football, answers appear there for you. If you aren't already, jump over to joedanielfootball.com and learn some stuff about football. That man has been teaching the basics better than anyone else for a long, long time. And then I have to shout out Kenny Simpson's FBCoachSimpson.com for the Gun T offensive system. One of the best. I hybridize it. I hybridize the shit out of it, but the best complete offensive systems out there to date. It's basically Gus Malzahn for the high school level. So amazing stuff on both of those websites. But that's me.
I was in the last Chalk Talk. He said no more Chalk Talks until January. I was kind of hurt. I paid just to get on the Chalk Talks.
Hey, you can just shoot me a text. We'll jump into a Zoom and we'll Chalk Talk.
Look at that. See that, B?
I got you. I won't even charge you a Patreon fee just for you, though.
Thank you, man. Listen, bro, I appreciate it.
You already know. Big Mike, take us home now. What you got?
All right, guys. Mike D, the referee. You can find me at Mike D, the referee on Twitter, Instagram, not Snapchat. I stayed away from that one, but all the other ones that are out there. YouTube. The podcast is called Whistle Talk. If anybody's got an idea of coming out and you want to be a referee and learn what we do and stay involved in the game, you don't have the time to put in to be a coach, which I was there and I understand the time that you guys put in. It's a great way to free up some time and get you still involved in the game of football that I love so much. Guys, I appreciate you guys having me on. Coach Mass, Coach Sheet, I don't know if you're still around. I'm hoping to run into you guys in the next couple of weeks, either at Rutgers or at MetLife, but I'll know you after the game, not during the game.
Hey, look, no problem. You already know, man. I love it.
I know we way past our time, but has anybody offered you money to like miss a call?
In real life, nah. I've had kids do it like jokingly, like, "Oh, here, Mr. Official, here's $2. Can you get us a call?" I'm like, "Son, I'm a lot more expensive than that."
Yeah, nah.
I'm losing my job. I need to retire.
Hey, look, hey B, it's high school, man. Like that cat wanted that bad. He can have it, bro. Like, we're already paying him before he get here. Like man, I would have been, Mike. I'd have been shocked to hear yes though, because I'd have been like, I wonder who. I could wonder who. Because it's just interesting that how people go so serious for this. Go ahead, B. You already know what to do. You on live.
Well, I got to interrupt you really quick. One last thing. Daniel and I talked about it last time when we were talking. Yes, I am paid off by the homeschool, ladies and gentlemen. So when you say I'm getting paid off, that is how we get paid. The schools do pay us, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't mean to disappoint, but yes, I am paid off.
And at the whoa, they get their check same day.
Even better.
Before they blow the whistle, and it's like, thanks for coming, boom. And then
I'm in my car. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Did you watch Thursday Night Football? Did you see all the missed calls? Like how you overturn an interception? The one where he was a yard and a half short, and you gave the first. Like,
I'm sorry, my headphones are going numb here. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's trying to incriminate you there, man. Come on now, sign us off, Mr. Kepa's here too long.
All right. Listen again. Salmon Sports on any and everything. When I cut these clips up, they're gonna cut up, and we got 3 weeks. I got to rerun them a few times. So if you want to be tagged in them, just hit me up at Sam Sports on everything: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything. It's on everything. Everything. All right, so we got tomorrow June to be back with June's Monday quarterbacks. He's gonna break down all the quarterbacks from the NFL and then start Monday night. June got off to Top Sports on Tuesday. Then we got Even to Think of podcast right after him on Tuesday. Then on Wednesday we got the Wild Wednesday, our biggest collab show where we give out top 10 offensive, defensive power rankings. June does the top 10 quarterbacks every week. So we already see Jared Goff is not going to be on that list. But then Thursday we do reruns of all the shows Thursday. Saturday we got a show where they break down all the games. They be drinking, break down all the games. They be going off the wall sometimes.
I need to get a part of that show. We get to drink and talk about football.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just break down and predict it. Yeah. I've been telling you, like they be.
Where are we at, Dan? Right.
Oh, baby.
Where's the Weller,
Yeah.
Dan?
So-
Come on.
We got stuff all week. And it's not public knowledge yet, but I'm in the process of opening an actual studio. So maybe we come down one day, we get in there.
Hey, it's all about microphone, Brandon. You got to get good mics.
Yeah, not headphones, microphone.
So that's what I got. That's what we got. Anything else? Hit me up and let me know.
No doubt. Like I said, I'm loving it. Y'all already know. Like I said, thank you again. I am the man, the myth, the legend, Driven Minds. Okay, some people call me Don Massey. I like that as my birthday. But the world knows me as DM. So you can follow me on Facebook at Driven Minds. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Football 258. You can follow me on Instagram at DM Football 258. Reason why I like 258 because the show don't never stop. All right. And so again, like I thank everybody that tuned into the show. I really appreciate. Like, comment, subscribe, send us questions, anything that you can. You know, if you want to have some type of insight on anything, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna have the answer, and if I don't have the answer, I'll get the answer.
Way, yo.
It's a way. All right,
Yo,
it's a way.
5 interceptions in this game and y'all still won. This shit is crazy. You
Hey.
5 picks, yo. And y'all celebrate. Y'all should just go ahead on your ass to the bus. Like, ain't no celebrating, no.
Oh man, and that's the best host, and that's the best engineer, like I said, in America. So again, like I said, thank y'all. We'll be back December 1st. Like I said, clips going to be tagged. So I'm gonna probably tag everybody in, obviously, that I follow, and then we'll go from there. So, but again, tell a friend that it's done, man. Coach's Corner, we out.